Live from the Keon Sports Media Network studios, it is By the Playbook, and we have 2 weeks of NFL action in the books and 2 losses in the column for the Browns. But I'm Brandon Soder. With me, Michael Turnovan, Patrick Walls. Guys, how you doing?
I mean, I've accepted the season, so I'm doing pretty well. Gotten it out of the way.
First stage. They always say first stage is acceptance.
Yep.
I believe. One of them, at least.
At some point, grief comes in, but I feel like we're well past grief. It's been 30 years.
Yeah, see, I got my crying done out of the way after that first missed field goal.
We'll get into it in a moment, guys. The Browns, like we mentioned, 0-2 already. Things not looking phenomenal. We'll also go around the rest of the league, give you our picks for the week, and then update you on how our Fantasy on Ice teams are going. And I'll give you a hint, it's not going great for Michael, despite this being his idea.
It was not his idea. It was
mine. No.
It was Patrick. No. He liked the idea, though.
Icing was my idea. I liked the idea of drafting a fantasy football team. It was Patrick's sick, twisted mind that turned it into what it is today. Bro, and doesn't matter what the rules are, I will be drinking an ice.
Do you realize how stupid our teams would be if we did a legitimate fantasy draft with 3 teams?
That'd be stacked.
Really stupid.
It would be 180 points a week.
Yeah, you're right.
And instead, Mike's putting up 70.
Yeah, exactly. I'm putting up 70 points now.
Hey, you almost cracked 80 this week.
I almost did. It's fucking just wasting.
Much like your golf game, struggling to break 80. Anyway, before we get into it, this show is brought to you by Jim McConville of Helene Kia. For over 2 decades, salesman Jim McConville of Helene Kia in North Olmsted on Lorraine Road has been your trusted source for all new and used vehicles. With the knowledge of the car buying industry and experience you can trust, McConville makes sure the customer is satisfied, safe, and drives away in a car they can afford and enjoy. Visit him today at 27932 Lorraine Road in North Olmsted.
Yeah, Jim.
Almost. I think was that an 8? 2? All right. Close enough.
I did it.
Again, he's just telling us to steal third base.
7, 9.
Swing away.
3, 2.
All right, let's get this out of the way, guys. The Cleveland Browns. 41-17.
So much fun to watch their defense just kick the shit out of the Ravens for about 49 minutes of football.
Yeah, and then the top came off. And 41-17, truly not even indicative of the score. Dylan Gabriel came in and got a garbage time touchdown, although perfect 3 for 3. Can't really ask much more of him.
I don't know.
When he throws the ball a total of 5 yards, you can ask a little bit more of him.
Listen. Yeah, I don't really have anything positive. The defense, like you guys said, was awesome, and it held up for a very long time. But boy, when your offense, I mean, in all honesty, put up 10 points, all things considered, and Joe Flacco's out there throwing the ball 45 times in a game, that ain't gonna last forever. The defense is gonna have to go out there over and over again. It doesn't matter how talented you are if you're on the field for 75% of the game.
You get tired.
You're gonna break. Yeah.
You get tired. I mean,
you get sloppy.
You get sloppy. Mistakes start to get made. Your legs get tired. You stop being able to make tackles. You stop being able to hold on. It's a fact of life. You can't do that. You can't play at peak performance for an hour straight. That's just not how it works.
I can't even do regular work for an hour straight. Like, I cannot imagine having to go out and play defense against the Ravens and Lamar Jackson.
I had kickball after work today. We did like a little workout in kickball. I ran the bases. I, first of all, kicked it, put it in the outfield, and I'm like, oh, man, okay, cool. I can still do it at 30 years old. That's pretty cool. Get to first base, whatever, stop. Then next guy comes up, kicks a foul. I'm halfway to second, run back. Kicks a foul, halfway to second, run back. Kicks a third foul, halfway to second, runs back. I walk back, my hands are on my hips. I'm like, holy crap. I am dying right now. What's that?
I say that should have been a strikeout after the second foul.
Yeah, I think we were doing 4 fouls as 1 out. But, yeah, right? That's a lot. It's a lot. But I'm over here. I'm like, dude, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it to second when he finally gets this ball out there. Like, this is awful. Like, this is rough. Physical fitness is
No.
rough when you're this age. And Miles Garrett is doing what I'm doing. I think he's, what, 2 years older? Is he 28 years old? How old is he?
Well,
You guys know?
he turns 30 this year.
Turns 30 this year. Cool. So I'm about a year older than him, and he is just peak performance dominating. I can't do it for 5 minutes. He can do it for about
So you-
35 minutes.
I also do
You
love
get
how you're
tired
comparing
after
running
running
back,
120 feet.
running back and forth between first and second base with
Not even all the way to
destroying
second.
NFL
Halfway
offensive
to
linemen.
second.
Yeah, halfway to second. I mean, it just goes to show how physically just jacked these
that
guys
you were-
are and in shape.
The fact that you were running too, when it was a foul ball and you didn't just kind of like take a couple steps and watch it go.
Oh,
Like, why
yeah,
were you
they were
running?
all- well, they were
Because
all
he's
on the ground.
dedicated to the cause.
Every single one was on the ground. That's the issue.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
it's
your
one thing when
teammate
it's like,
just sucks.
yeah, when it's a pop fly, it's like, all right, you kind of take 3-4 steps, you kind of get
Ground ball
ready.
you got. Yeah, no, that's fair.
Okay, tag up, go to second. No, this one, every single one was a ground ball, so it's like, you gotta go. You gotta go.
Yeah.
You can't just wait on first base. That's not how it works.
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
Anyway, the Browns
Anyway,
So- had a blocked punt in there, which was obviously not a good look. It looked like Bajorquez was hurt there for a minute, but luckily he came back out because he's probably a top 5 player on the team.
Him limping out there was reminiscent of Willis Reed in like the 1970 finals for the Knicks. Like, it got me going. I was like, okay, this is Cleveland football, and then the top fell off.
Greg Jennings, the whole team on his back.
Yeah.
Put the team on my back, though,
Greg
with a broken
Jennings.
leg.
And he went out and punted with a broken leg still after getting rolled over.
And then limped
So-
back off the field.
Yeah,
Badass.
so that was a positive. Man, put it this way: this stat really caught me off guard. And a lot of this was the Bengals game, but this was still 2 games in a row that the Browns have outgained their opponent offensively and lost. We have outgained our opponent 649 to 383.
And that is without a rushing offense.
Correct.
I don't
We have
think
had
we've
0
topped
rushing
100
attempts.
rushing yards total for the season.
Judkins
I wouldn't be
gave people
surprised.
hope, and what did he have, like 50 yards or something like that? Nothing crazy. nothing
Judkins
groundbreaking.
will be fine. Again, this was his very first week in the offense, and he's behind a bad offensive line. Give him a few
Yeah.
weeks. Like you said, even Nick Chubb took some time to kind of get things going.
Oh,
I still like
no.
Judd a lot.
No,
Yeah.
that was not my point. My point was that Judkins barely did anything, and people are like, "Holy
Yeah.
shit, this guy's good." That just goes to show how bad our run offense is. We can't do anything, so you get a guy who runs 15 yards. It's okay. He's incredible.
Sorry.
He did stiff arm a guy into oblivion, though.
We have 164 rushing yards total for 2 games.
So a bad Derrick Henry game's worth of rushing.
I don't
Yes.
think that's even week 1 of Derrick Henry, is it?
I don't believe so. It's close.
It's close.
Speaking of Derrick Henry, if you want to take a positive, we held him to 23 yards and Lamar Jackson to 13. A lot of that, I think, was because they really didn't need to run the ball, and they found our weakness as the game went along. But
Deep passes to the corner.
yeah, repeatedly.
But I say I will gladly eat my crow. For any of you viewers who did not see the short that I put out, Grant Delpit talking about how easy it's going to be to take down Derrick Henry.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently it is.
Mm-hmm. It was
Yeah,
pretty
he
cool.
said
So-
nothing about winning the game, but
No, I did.
So he was
They held
correct.
him with 23 yards and a forced fumble. Like, the Browns alone have matched his total fumbles for the last 2 years combined.
Yeah. I mean, you want to talk like that, you got to back it up.
They
And
backed
we
it
backed
up.
We backed it up, and that was pretty cool.
well,
It's
speaking
a
of,
lot.
The receivers didn't.
I was gonna say Jerry Jeudy 4 receptions, 51 yards. He did not hold up his end of the bargain.
No, I
would
was saying
say.
207
No.
passing yards total. We didn't hold up our end of the bargain on that
No.
part of it.
And again, 2 weeks in a row, Joe Flacco has thrown the ball exactly 45 times. There is not a team in the NFL that is going to be successful having a 41-year-old Joe Flacco throw the ball 45 times.
His arm is going to fall off.
Oh, it's got to be a noodle
Yeah.
by now. That thing's got to be just feeling awful.
Like,
after
sooner
the
or
game.
later, he's going to be out there just like Jamie Moyer throwing a a 40-mile-an-hour lob across the middle of the field and just getting tight ends thrown in the hospital left and right.
Hey, at least we got Harold Fannin and David Njoku
That's true,
for him to
but
do that with. Which they're getting Fannin involved still. He looks good. The rookie class that we have looks good so far.
Fannin is excellent.
only one of them were a fucking offensive lineman.
Or a quarterback. Which, that brings me to my next point.
The answer is no.
Well, I still believe Flacco's the best quarterback on this team, but at what point do we throw Gabriel or Shedeur just out there and see what the hell we have? Because we have to figure it out. There's a lot of quarterbacks coming out in this next draft, and we have 2 first-round picks.
Do you want
and
to
the ability to move up.
Or should
I feel like they're going to wait until at least this stretch of 6 games of straight playoff teams that we played.
Yeah,
I feel
at
like
least get past the Vikings.
Yeah, until that. Well, the Vikings, they're not a playoff team.
The defense is still really good, though. I'm saying I don't want to throw out my rookie quarterback to them if I can help it. Brian Flores will eat them alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like once week 7, week 8 comes around, we'll start seeing a lot more of Gabriel and Sanders. But right now, we've ruined so many quarterbacks in the last 25 years. Don't, give these 2 at least some hope.
But the problem is we went and got a quarterback in a relatively quarterback weak draft, and we have one, in theory at least. It's early in the college seasons. A lot of the bigger names have not looked good so far. But realistically, we could be looking at a much more talented player available on the board. I don't think a 3rd or 5th round capital stops you from taking one of those guys, but you would like to at least know if you got something before you just give up, again, on Gabriel or Shedeur or whoever you want to name at this point.
Yeah, I agree.
You wait till after the 6 games. Don't throw them into the gauntlet. Don't throw them into the gladiator pit to fight 4 lions. Funny enough, the Lions, I'm pretty sure we have on our schedule, if I'm remembering right.
Sure
Don't
do.
throw them into the pit to fight 4 lions and go, yeah, you get nothing.
Have fun.
You're just butt naked, man. You got this, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to destroy a rookie quarterback's confidence, regardless of what I think about Dylan Gabriel, because I don't think he's going to be good. But you know what he's definitely not going to look good doing? Playing the Packers. Are you shitting me? Jumping right back into it. Throwing Dylan Gabriel or Shedeur Sanders to the Wolves is just such a mistake. You're going to literally whittle them away. You're going to destroy their confidence. I never liked Deshaun Kaiser, but I feel like Deshaun Kaiser got thrown out there, and any confidence that kid ever had was immediately washed down the drain, and then he had to work his way back up. And that is no way to start a rookie quarterback. It's just not. You throw again, and it's not like we're in a winning season right now. We're in a nothing season. We're in a nothing burger where over under I think is 4.5 games now if we're lucky, maybe 3.5. Yeah. Wait till we get past the gauntlet. Throw them.
Wait till we get to the Dolphins.
Yeah,
there we go.
Let's see how that defense is.
Let us play let Dylan Gabriel play the Dolphins, because that's your first quarterback rookie pick. You picked him. That's apparently your guy. Let him play the Dolphins and let him adjust to the NFL rather than going, hey, your first 3 games are Super Bowl contenders. I hope you really love football because you're going to hate it after these 3 weeks. And you're probably going to get hurt. It's just
because you're 5'10" and 140 pounds, soaking wet.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
You make Baker look big. And people
I like this
about his size.
I like this plan the more you're talking about it. And honestly, if the Steelers defense continues to play the way that they are playing, I wouldn't even be opposed to starting them then. But we do have a stretch of Pittsburgh, the Dolphins, Patriots, bye week, Jets.
Yes. Yeah. And then hopefully
Ravens.
we will have figured out that one of those 2 is at least serviceable. And then it's like, cool, we got the Ravens. We'll let them, see a legitimate NFL defense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, you throw him out, you throw Dylan Gabriel out there, okay, is he going to look like a quarterback figuring it out, or is he going to look like J.J. McCarthy last week? Because that was one of the worst.
We'll get to McCarthy
all season.
Yeah, all season is the reality.
7/8 of his season so far.
He was pretty cool in that 4th quarter. But point being, we'll get to that because you got stats.
Yeah.
Is he going to look that lost, that clueless, and that poor of decision-making and that poor of throws and not know how to do anything but hand the ball off? Or is he going to slowly learn the game, go through progressions, and kind of start getting quicker on things that he should be quick on.
You heard it here, folks. First from Michael Turnovan. Dylan Gabriel is J.J. McCarthy, but he can't hand the ball off. So we don't have a running game. That's going to be terrible.
Hey, we outgained the Ravens in rushing yards. So
we sure did, and we lost 41-17.
I count it as a win. We averaged over 5 yards.
Fortunately, the NFL does not. Nor does DraftKings.
Over 5 yards a carry. That's solid. That's pretty neat.
Speaking of neat, Packers next week. Yay.
Yeah.
At home. They've only looked like the best team in the NFL so far through 2 weeks.
Dude,
Speaking of the Packers, Packers
so
27, Commanders 18. Oh, man. Mike, we talked about this a little bit earlier, but boy, the Packers they look balanced. They looked like they could kind of do whatever they needed to do to win the game. Washington, the score looks closer than it really was. Jaden played very, very poorly. I mean, again, it's hard for me to not put the Packers in the driver's seat right now after those first 2 weeks, especially against I know none of us are as high on Washington this year, but against the Lions, who are they're in the Super Bowl conversation, and obviously the Commanders.
50 points.
Right. Against the Bears.
Doesn't matter. You put up 50 points
against another NFL team.
Goddamn good.
Mm-hmm.
Ravens couldn't do it.
No. They were close twice.
Bird frog.
No cigar.
But fun fact with the Packers here. So, I don't remember exactly when all these people were drafted, but all three of these guys are first-round picks. Lucas Van Ness, Rashawn Gary, Devontae Wyatt. In 2024, on the Packers' defensive line, they totaled 11 pressures on the quarterback throughout the whole season. In 2 weeks alone, those three already have 25. That is the effect that Micah Parsons is having on this defense. It is stupid how good he is and how badly the Cowboys fucked up. But god damn it, does it feel great to say, Jerry Jones, you are truly an idiot.
And they won this week. They won this. They gave up 40-plus points to the Giants, but they won this week.
Russ cooked against them.
I mean, anything.
He was done door dashing. He's like, I need to get back in the kitchens. Cowboys, easy.
Do you guys got anything else about this Packers Commanders game? So we can roll right into that Cowboys Giants.
That was my fun fact.
My only thing, and again, we talked about it on the course earlier today. I like the Packers. I think they have to be Super Bowl favorites at this point. Jordan Love still worries me. Not like a terrified, I don't like him at all. He's one of the worst quarterbacks in the league. But he worries me on those overthrows, specifically what I caught were to Matthew Golden. Those overthrows to Golden, you got to figure that out. You've got time to figure it out. But when you go up against the legitimate teams, and I'm not talking about week 1 Lions where you just catch them off guard and, I don't know, take them behind back and spank them. When you're going up against the Ravens, you're going up against the Bills, you're going up against the Eagles, you have to make every single throw count. And missing a throw like that in the end zone, missing a throw over the middle when Golden, I think, had a step or two, maybe he's a burner, he's quick, maybe he breaks that off. Probably not, but you need to make those throws. And to miss those throws, that other team is going to make you pay every single time. Commanders aren't quite there yet. Jaden took a sophomore slump. But again, those top teams, those juggernauts, they're going to make you pay.
I have to say, it is pretty impressive that he is overthrowing Matthew Golden. Mm-hmm. That man is so fast, and he's like, oh, cool, I'll lead him by an extra 10 yards. It's like, no, chill out, buddy.
Remember when Isaiah Bond said he was going to outrun Golden in the 40? That didn't quite work out.
Well, I mean, he got tired from trying to outrun the cops.
That's true. Consummate Cleveland Brown.
Yeah. Matthew Golden's got running from the cop speed. Isaiah Bond ain't got that.
No, he does. He just runs too much from them.
That's what it is. He's out on the field too long.
He got tired.
It's a time of possession problem.
Anthony Richardson. He got tired.
Oh shit.
That guy.
No,
I love it.
Mike, I get the concern, but if Jordan Love didn't look like he had it figured out with the rest of the receivers, and Matthew Golden wasn't a rookie, I might be a little more on board with you. I do think they're going to eventually figure that out. Again, these guys have really only been playing with each other for a few months. I will say that the Packers don't strike me as a team that are going to go put up 40, 50 on anybody, but neither are the Eagles, right? They're one of those teams where they're going to win with staunch defense, a great running game, and a passing game that works when they need it to. Like that's why Jordan Love is looking good right now, and why he'll be successful is because they're not asking him to go out there and be Superman. He never was, he's never going to be. But he can make the throw when you need him to.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just not 40 of them, like Joe Flacco.
Yeah.
45.
Oh, sorry. 90 passes already this year from Joe. But let's roll into one of this is a crazy slate, but this was the best of the early games. Giants 37, Cowboys 40. And boy, did the commentators for that game, I forget who they were off the top of my head, they made it very well known that they didn't put this in prime time. And apparently this has been a prime time game for the last 12 years, the first time these two teams play every year.
They done did fucked up, because this should have been a primetime game.
Yeah, they made him pay. They took it personally.
Yeah.
7. Go ahead, Mike, or whoever is.
I was about to say Daniel Jones made him pay, then I forgot he's no longer a Giant.
He is not a Giant, but we will get to him because he also looked incredible today.
Yep.
But 7 total lead changes or ties in the fourth quarter onward. This did not start off to look like a great game. It was like, oh, the Cowboys are kind of on upset watch. Neither offense looks particularly great. Then all of a sudden, man, I don't know, the corners just all decided to take off at the same time.
Yeah,
but
they got tired.
That's true. They were out there too long. God, Russ. We, as in all of the media, completely wrote this dude off after a dismal Week 1 performance against the Commanders. And the moonball.
Shit years in Pittsburgh and
fair.
in Denver. So
correct.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. It did add up. It wasn't like he had one bad game and we're writing. No, this has been, back to, like you said, as far back as Denver. But that looked like old Russ, and it was the moon ball again. He wasn't, not pushing the ball down the middle of the field or anything. It was those long passes, and they were just connecting this time. Malik Neighbors is a fucking problem.
My favorite pass for Russ was the ball that he threw backwards, and it ended up losing him 14 yards. That was a great throw.
That was funny as hell. That's Russ turned back into a pumpkin.
I can't remember if that was the fourth quarter or if that was overtime, but that is.
I think it was fourth quarter.
I would say that was a very strong reason why the Giants did not come out of this game with a W.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
go
ahead, Mike.
You live and die by Russ. You live and die by Russ. Every time he got the ball, when I was watching that game, the Cowboys would go down the field and score, and then the Giants would get the ball back, score in 2 minutes. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? It's just Russ. Every time he got the ball, it's Neighbors run a streak. Neighbors run another streak. Wandale run a streak. We're just
That's
gonna
the thing.
moonball
As soon as Russ is confident and going for it, man, he just starts slinging it everywhere. The problem is we either get that or we get overly cautious and weak-armed Russell Wilson. There's no in between. I don't know if he got into the training room with Jameis or what happened there, but he was feeling himself most of that game.
I say he's got nothing left to play for. He's 36 years old. Just let it fly.
He's got nothing left to live for, man. He's 36.
I'm just saying, it's not like he's going to go out there and get himself a 5-year, $200 million contract.
No.
He's getting year-to-year contracts right now. He is a bridge quarterback moving forward. Just fucking let it go. Look, Jameis is doing just fine. He's still getting $10 million a year, and he's literally just vibes at this point. Russ is anything but vibes. Throw the ball, because you can't bring it in the other aspect of football. So play the game.
Solid argument there. Man, it was crazy to see. The Cowboys defense also not very good. It's just they could use I don't know, someone to bring pressure, make it to where the quarterback doesn't have time to throw those deep passes.
They were one defensive player away from this being a 2-possession game.
That's true.
But
If
you
only
know
they
what, Jerry?
had anybody.
Jerry's
Yeah.
definitely up in that box watching this game and going, well, we won, and that's all that matters. We're going to get potentially 2 Pro Bowl players. And all that
Yeah,
matters is
it
winning.
could even be a boat.
Yeah. It could even be a boat. It could even be a yacht, but it won't be.
But I'm pretty sure it doesn't count against his passing yards, but did that backwards throw, do you think, lost him yards at all? Because
No,
Russ
it
was
would've.
3 yards away from setting his career record in passing yards.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the play you're talking about. What the ball was caught, correct?
No, he
Oh,
threw
okay.
it behind. Like he threw it behind. Where
No,
he
that would
was
just be a
standing.
fumble then. That wouldn't have counted
yeah.
against. Yeah,
It was more so a joke. I just wanted to bring
Fair.
up that play again because of how dumb it was. But
fair
It was a
enough.
crazy.
Yeah, 3
Yeah.
yards shy of his career high, like you said. And again, right at the end of the game, he did turn back into a pumpkin. That pick
Yeah.
that he threw was basically a heat check, where he's like, "Fuck it, like everything I throw is going to turn into gold," and decided to throw it into triple coverage, where there was not really a Cowboys receiver.
that's
in the
how I need
vicinity.
to play the whole season because these Giants aren't good.
I mean, the pick was damn near intentional grounding. It was rough.
That's fine.
Yeah, and on the other side, Dak really didn't look that great, I feel like, until the fourth quarter when they just started trading blows back and forth. George Pickens finally looked like he was getting involved in the offense. Did have a bullshit OPI call against him that I still don't quite understand.
That was dumb.
It was very stupid. But credit to Pickens, he hasn't fought anybody yet, despite having
Right.
multiple reasons to.
Yeah.
I feel like his
2 weeks in
first
a row.
fight's going to be against CD. Like it's not going to be against another team. It's going to be against his own teammate.
You
can
want to
see
see these fists?
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Also on the Cowboys, though, we got to talk about Brandon Aubrey. I mean,
Man is incredible.
like the guy's automatic. It feels like from 55 plus, and if the Cowboys were in a worse spot, you could legitimately build your entire offense around that ability. Like if you're
Yeah.
starting on the 35-yard line, which is a touchback anymore, you've got to get what 15 yards, 20 yards at most.
I would say closer to 20. Make it, be a little safe with it.
2 first downs, and you can get 3.
Yeah.
It brings the question up of going, if you could have a kicker that was automatic from 60 yards, would you take him in the first round? I would take Brandon Aubrey number 1 overall.
I don't know, but
I mean, that's what the
Okay,
Raiders did
he's
with
gonna
Janikowski.
hit kicks every single time. Well, the actual question is, what is it? I think it's 70 plus yards.
if it's 70 plus, yeah.
If he's automatic from 70, well, not 70 plus, 70. If he's automatic from 70 yards, would you take him 1-1 overall? And
Yeah, so all you need to do is get to the 50-yard line, and you've got 3 points every damn time.
Brandon Aubrey's practically there. I
Yeah,
would take
between
that.
between the new kickoff rules and the state of kickers anymore. I mean, let's be honest, guys. Who's reliable outside of like Brandon Aubrey and Chris Boswell? Jake Elliott? He wasn't looking that good last year, though. I mean,
Butker was looking okay.
he's missed a couple already this year too, though.
Yeah, say this. He's fallen off this year, but
He's been
Justin
he's been
Tucker
far
is
right.
leading
I
up
agree
to
with
it, he's
him.
been okay.
No, Tucker's
Weirdly enough.
done. Tyler Loop is in there.
But-
Tyler Loop, I don't think has missed very many. I think he's.
No, he's also a rookie, though. Like he's got time for the pressure to still get to him. So we'll see.
Tyler Bass,
say
I think Tyler Bass has been pretty good.
He's been hurt.
Well, yeah, hurt this year, but
Field goals over his career.
this year.
He's 27.
You cut out there
of
for a
30.
second, Patrick. Who's 27 to 30?
Sorry. Brandon Aubrey, his 50-yard field goals for his career is 27 of 30. 50 plus.
Not bad for a soccer player.
Yeah, he's actually a sophomore engineer.
That too. Last thing on this game, and I just thought it was funny. The Giants obviously 0-2 now. Did you guys watch the very first drive of this game? James Hudson. One of their offensive linemen managed to amass 4 penalties for 70 yards
Stud.
Oh yeah, he got benched
on the first drive. Yes, and got
I'm pretty
benched,
sure he used
as
to
you
be a
should.
Brown. Yeah, he used to be
I
a Brown.
believe so. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. But
Stud.
good times. Good times. But all right, let's move past that. Congrats to the Cowboys. Seahawks 31, Steelers 17. I believe this is a game that all of us picked incorrectly last week. If I remember right. Yes, we did. We all liked a lot from what we saw from Pittsburgh against the Jets. But I think we've realized that the Jets and the Steelers might just both suck.
Yeah, I say they both had some pretty rough pretty rough second weeks, to say the least.
I mean, one of them played a, Super Bowl contender, but we'll get to that.
Yes, the
Yeah,
Seahawks
but
are
the Jets
definitely.
look bad prior to, they look bad out of the gate. Like they never even had a chance. The Steelers.
Thing is,
Yeah.
we'll get to it. The Jets, yes, they're playing a Super Bowl contender, but the Bills' defense is not their calling card, and they
No, especially not this
completely
year.
shut them down. But anyway, this game, like if you took the score out of it and just watched both offenses at work, you would have thought the Steelers won this game. Darnold did not look great, and not that Rodgers really did either. I'll get to that in a second, but he again looks like the best version of bad Sam Darnold and not much better than that. And while the Seahawks have a very good defense that will keep them in some of these games, it's not going to be able to let them hang with some of the better competition they're going to face. Unless you do think the Steelers are actually really good. Like they didn't show me enough today though to make me think that. So the Seahawks, again, they're 1-1 right now. They're happy to come away with a win, but I am still very worried about the outlook of this team for the rest of the year.
I think I was the only one who didn't pick them for us three to make the playoffs for the AFC. So I'm happy with that decision because they don't look good.
No, and it's the defense is the biggest surprise right now. Like, I think we keep losing Patrick here.
I mean, they did make that dumb trade. That cut out again.
Yeah, we're losing you a little bit. Micah Fitzpatrick for Jalen Ramsey. Ramsey hasn't looked bad, but the corner room in general has not been good. I know Porter's been hurt. Just not getting the same.
It was just a weird trade, and they're known for the steel curtain. They just look, I don't know, like the Iron Curtain. They look like, I don't know.
They look like the tin curtain.
On stage.
There we go.
Yeah, the aluminum foil curtain.
There it is.
Yeah.
But so that's concerning because that's been kind of what they've leaned on for years now, and it's like they finally get a competent quarterback, and then everything else starts falling apart. But Rodgers, again, I think his age is starting to show. Still the best quarterback they've had there in a very long time. Do not get me wrong, but he cannot push the ball like he used to. He didn't get a lot of help from the Steelers receivers today, but for the season, he's just 22% on throws over 10 yards completion percentage. And again, they
I
don't.
can name you the two quarterbacks below him.
Who would that be?
That would be Jalen Hurts and Cam Ward.
Ooh,
Well, he's in good company. I don't know, man.
that's true. Yeah, those are very good quarterbacks there. Last thing I gotta, and I'll throw it to you guys before we move on. But the last thing I've got to highlight from this game, a prospect I liked quite a bit coming out of Iowa, Caleb Johnson. Boy, he is speed running, becoming an insurance agent. The dude, first week, he had one kick return attempt, a fumble on that, and then he had one rush, I think, for -2 or 3 yards.
-2 yards, yep.
This week, he just lets a kick sail over his head, which was a live ball, landed in the end zone, and the Seahawks.
It has to touch him for it to be a live ball, right? No?
Sure, not on a kickoff. Nope.
God, I hate that they changed that rule.
They have not changed
It's
that.
so confusing.
That is,
it used to.
Yeah, no, that's a rule. That's always
that
been
has
a rule.
always been a rule. It is only
Remember,
punts that it
what
has to
was
hit
it,
somebody.
4 years
I
ago,
thought back in
something
the
like
day,
that,
as soon as it rolled into the end zone, it was a touchback.
Has to roll out of the back.
No. Yep.
You can take it, kneel it in the end zone.
Do you guys remember 4 or 5 years ago when the Bills were in a playoff game? I think it was a playoff game when the other team kicked the ball off, or the Bills kicked the ball off actually, and that exactly happened. People were confused about the rule. Whatever team they were playing, it rolls into the end zone, and then, oh wait, did it roll into the end zone and a Bills player jumped on it and they're like,
Yes.
oh yeah, we called it fair catch. Is that?
That's right. Yeah, Caleb didn't call a fair catch. Nothing. He literally just let it go over him.
That's what it was.
Swear, it might have been
Yeah. Different scenario, so ignore
a
what I said.
while ago, but
Mm-hmm.
I
It's always
remember.
been like that.
I remember growing up playing Madden, always doing the squib kick in like 08, 09, because it would always take some random ass bounce. And as soon as it rolled into the end zone, it would always be a touchback, regardless if a player picked it up or not.
Yep.
Okay. So
Oh,
Madden
oh,
might have been
that's right.
wrong, or I just have a
Either-
bad memory. One of the two. Either
way,
possible.
Caleb, every special teams coach not on the Steelers is so thankful that Caleb Johnson did that this week, so they
Oh,
can
'cause
just
they
roll
didn't
the
know the
tape. Well, just so they can roll the tape and be like, hey, don't be this fucking idiot.
That was like the
Mm.
field goal or whatever Harbaugh did last year.
Oh yeah, there was what was yeah, he had some kind of like weird free kick thing, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, and every special teams coach was like, "Oh, thank God he did that. Now I know that rule."
That's right. I forgot about that. Going deep into the rule book there. All right, but that's enough of that. Steelers and Seahawks. I don't really love either of those teams. Seahawks get a win. Next up, Rams 33, Titans 19. Only took a game and a half, but I'd say Matt Stafford is back.
Mm-hmm.
I say, yeah, they whatever WD 40, WD 50 that they used on his back, really working out. He's looking good.
Just right into his veins.
Yeah.
On the weird glass table. Yeah, man. Stafford, he finally woke up. The talent on this team's coming through. The defense has been good all year. It looked great again today, albeit against a
Yep.
rookie quarterback. With a limited, I'd say, set of skill position players, but they look legit, and I don't think any of us are surprised by that. It just is going to come down to Stafford's health, but through 2 weeks, looking pretty good. I think the Rams are legitimately a Super Bowl contender if they can keep this up.
So the thing I'm most surprised with is how much juice Devontae Adams still has in the tank. He looked really good this week.
Fucking great. People keep going, this is the year he falls off. I don't know, man. He's getting old. He doesn't stop. He
No.
plays
No,
smart football.
He never fell off last year. He was just a jet.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
yeah.
but-
So I think the issue was when he started as a Raider, then went to the Jets. He had more fun as a Jet, but he was pissed off playing for the Raiders because he's like, dude, you're throwing me fucking hospital balls all day out here. I'm getting banged
Yeah.
up. I'm used to playing with Rodgers, where I have a quarterback who cares about my health, who wants me to play.
He's placed the ball that won't kill me. Not so much caring about his health, just being good enough to keep him
Yeah.
out of those spots.
And again, he's a good enough wide receiver to where he catches that ball and knows when to go down, how to get hit,
Yeah.
when to like dip, dodge, duck, dodge again, whatever the fuck that is. Point being, he's a smart receiver. He's a good receiver. So
Yeah.
he's not going to fall off until he has a season-ending injury or another year or two. 2 years. I'll say 2 years.
So speaking of people that need to learn how to dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge, that would be Cam Ward. I say so far he has been sacked 11 times this year. If he keeps up this pace, he is going to demolish David Carr's record. And he would do it in only 16 games. But at this pace, he's going to be sacked 93 times on the season.
Yeah, that line is a problem.
It's awful.
And there's
That
also
line.
because of the line and because of the talent there's also really no running game in Tennessee, so they're going to be
No.
asking Ward to do quite a bit. The good news is, though, like, Ward obviously hasn't been good enough to, like, go out and start winning you games against good teams, but I think he's shown plenty of flashes as to, like, why he was this first overall pick. I like
Yeah.
what I'm seeing quite a bit. His pocket presence is almost disturbing. Like, he looks way too calm back there, despite the line that he has in front of him.
He needs to get a little bit more sense of urgency because
Sure.
that calmness, I feel like, is hurting him a little bit.
A little bit, yeah. I
Somewhere
think he will.
between where he's at now and Caleb. Somewhere between there. Caleb Williams
Yes.
is way too skittish. Cam Ward is not skittish at all.
Yep.
Right in the middle of where you want to be.
I would rather you, though, be less skittish coming into the league, 'cause I feel like you
Oh,
can
that's very
speed
true.
up. It's a lot harder to kind of like
Slow
shake
down.
the nerves and change your process, yeah. But he looked good. The one throw, and again, I'm sure he got chewed out eventually for it because it is everything that you were not supposed to do as a quarterback in one throw, where he escapes pressure, kind of rolls out all the way to the near side of the field, and then throws all the way across his body to the opposite side and then hits Alec Iomaner in the end zone.
Yep.
Legitimately the best pass I saw all day, even with that Cowboys-Giants game. The most impressive, accurate, like, just where the ball was placed. Iomaner had plenty of, like, separation off of it. You literally could not have thrown that ball better from a worse position physically.
Yeah, that was crazy.
So he deserves a ton of credit. Again, we talked about it before we even went on air. Alec Iomaner is looking like an absolute steal.
Yes.
4th round pick out of Stanford. Don't really understand why he slipped like he did. I know it was a talented wide receiver class last year, but there are definitely some guys that went ahead of him that
That's
should
it, not a
not.
fourth round.
That's a cat.
No.
Hello.
I was like, wow, you got really mad at your keyboard there.
Yes,
You're
everyone.
really upset that Alec wasn't taken higher.
So is Pancake here. Say hi, Pancake.
Hi, Pancake.
All right. Go have fun.
Yeah, that was one of the most impressive 9-yard passes I've ever seen in my life.
It only counted for 9. He
Yeah,
rushed
but,
for
like, it
about
went about
35
37.
and then threw it
Yeah.
40. Yeah. All right. So any other thoughts on Rams Titans though? Again, Rams look great. Cam Ward looks good. He's just gonna need some time and some help with that line.
Mm-mm.
All right. Bills 30, Jets. Sorry, Bills 30, Jets 10. What? What?
Mike, are you doing this on
Do
purpose?
your fucking speech. Talk. No. I'm just trying to get a comment in, and every time I sneak anything in, he stops. He
Make your
stops.
comment.
Yeah, what is your
I
comment,
don't
Mike?
have a. I said on to the next one. That's literally all I said. And you're like, what?
Anyway, Bills
Mike,
30,
shut up.
Jets
Hold on.
10. Not much to talk about this.
I have a fun one.
All right, go for it, Patrick.
So, Justin Fields, a week after setting his career high in expected points added at .64 and having a 73% completion percentage, fucking bottoms out. Sets his career low in expected
Attaboy.
points added at negative .91.
Attaboy.
The GOAT.
That is the biggest swing between 2 games in NFL history.
Yeah, I believe it.
That makes sense. That's huge.
He does get hurt in this game as well, which
He took Olave's concussion. He was like, hey, you're an Ohio State alum as well. I got you, brother.
is traded off. I'll take the punch card this week for the neuro clinic. It's fine.
We're just crushing concussion protocol.
Yeah.
Ohio State concussion you, but yeah, the Jets. I think we all thought we're going to be halfway decent. But again, back to the Steelers game. Both of those teams lose this week after an incredible Week 1 game. Breece Hall again. I don't know what it is. They just can't unlock it with him. We're back to saying the offensive line not good. I feel like that's the theme for the day for a lot of these teams. But boy, he could not get going. Again, Fields looked terrible. Taylor didn't look much better when he came in. But then Josh Allen really didn't have to do much. James Cook really ran that offense today.
Yeah, so he outscored the Jets by himself.
Yeah.
I didn't think about it that way. That's wild.
Yeah, they didn't need
Yep.
Josh Allen.
They really didn't. And
Josh
neither
Allen-
did my fantasy
Oh,
team,
yeah.
apparently, as he put up like 10 on my starting lineup. Thanks, Josh.
It could be worse.
That's true. He could be taking an ice today.
Joe
Patriots.
Burrow,
Yeah,
Fields.
No.
Patriots 33, Dolphins 27. We all knew this was going to be a barn burner, right?
No.
I mean,
No, we didn't. Are you kidding? No. Nobody thought what would happen happened. Nobody would expect back-to-back kick returns. What the fuck?
I got real juiced up when I saw the punt return touchdown by the Dolphins because I was like, all right, sweet, Brandon and Mike, I'm going to catch up to them, I'm going to tie them. And then within 2 seconds of me starting to write that text,
Nope.
kick return touchdown. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Uh-uh.
Yeah.
I was watching that on
Bill-
Red Zone, and I'm like, this is interesting. They're showing 2 special teams plays in a row. There must not be a lot going on. Oh, that's Antonio Gibson. That's a touchdown.
Yeah. Gibby.
That's fucking crazy, dude. That's so cool. I loved it.
Yeah,
I
crazy.
forgot about the Patriots and Dolphins.
Crazy ass game. Tua. Oh man. Things
No
not
words.
looking good for the Dolphins in general. Like even if they would have won this game, a lot of issues. Like it. His decision making is not great anymore. He's missing guys. He's missing defenders in the middle of the field now. Like again, I think you mentioned it last week, Mike. He somehow has a blind spot like in the middle of his vision. Like I didn't think that was possible. Maybe he just needs LASIK like Jameis, and that'll fix everything.
It didn't
But-
fix Jameis.
That's fair.
Well, Jameis is still a thrill seeker. That's the issue.
That yeah.
Yeah.
Say Tua's had
That
enough
guy-
thrills.
That guy can now see how much fun he's having. Before he was just
That's
blindly throwing the ball out there like, I don't know if this looks fun. Now he sees it and goes, this is awesome.
That's why he got so excited for the snow. It's the first time he had seen it, like physically.
Yeah, he's freaking the fuck out the first time it happened. He's like, why am I wet? I don't feel the rain.
But
Yeah.
yeah, man, a game against two bad teams. The Patriots were the better of those bad teams. Drake May needs to speed up his processing a little bit. I still like him at this point, but he's got some work to do. What was that?
I said he like. I'm looking at the stat line because like I watched the game a little bit, and it seemed like he was doing well. But looking at the stats, he really didn't do much.
No, he did not.
Again, the rest of the team kind of picked it up. So the Patriots, again, they're a year away from being relevant, I think. They still have a lot of holes in that team. We've talked about it a few times. The bigger story, again, is the Dolphins, a team that, while, again, none of us were high on them, like, talent-wise, you kind of thought they at least had a chance to compete. They have been competing for the last several years, but feels like they have just avoided eating their vegetables now for 5-6 years, the entire time Tua's been there, and just refused to address offensive or defensive line, and instead they were going to try to make up for that with just pure speed. And
which worked for a little bit until
it did.
Yeah, until Tua's went all count on them and just one concussion, two concussion.
Yeah, that's just expanding on that. That's the issue.
We don't have time to
Your
get
team
to
is-
how many he's had.
Your team is still fast, but your quarterback can no longer process the team that fast. So it's redundant. It does nothing.
He's on a
for you.
5-second tape delay.
He sailed, usually like your video quality. He sailed the ball over.
Boom, roast.
He sailed the ball over Tyreek Hill's head towards like the end of the game. And you can see Tyreek was wide open, and you see him just throw a fit. He like stomps, throws his hands down. And it's like, dude, I get it. Like, you're Tyreek Hill. You're one of the better receivers in the league. You can't get the ball because this guy legitimately can't process you. You run faster than his brain does. It's just sad to watch, man. And now I'm like over here thinking, Mike McDaniel is definitely on the hot seat, but also like, is he getting up there and he's acting all defeated and he's growing out the beard and looking homeless because he's like, God damn it, like,
dude, he looks so rough.
Like, Tua's our quarterback, but what can we do until we move on from him? Like, I can't work with him.
Kirk
Like,
Cousins.
genuinely.
It's not like they have,
I'm starting to wonder now, and, he'll probably end up getting fired, whether that's fortunate for the Dolphins or not. I seriously wonder if he's just like, what can I do? My quarterback can't process what's going on.
Let's go back to the one day closer to death quote over a month ago. The dude's been checked out since the middle of the offseason. He knows what's coming.
Imagine having practice with Tua every single day, and you're like, "Hey, Tua, how you doing?" Cake. It's like, what the fuck, Tua? Is your brain all right, dude? Huh?
Is that English?
What did you say, Coach? Huh? All right, man, just go throw the ball. I don't know what to do for you, guys. We're just gonna have we're gonna have a field day. I don't know what to do with this quarterback.
We're gonna have a field day.
He doesn't know the plays anymore. He cannot process what's going on anymore.
It's Quinn Ewers time. Let's go.
He's literally Jack Black in School of Rock. Just like, go have recess, guys. Just like we're done learning for the day. Just go play.
Just run.
I think Brandon, you said it the other day.
He sure is fast.
Yeah, sure is fast. I think it's probably true. Quarterback is one of, if not the hardest positions to play in sports. So what happens when your brain takes not one concussion, two concussions, three concussions? So yeah, he takes that many concussions. Your brain slows down. It doesn't get better.
No, you could jar something loose. It could happen. I'm sad that Tua's not good enough to have on a fantasy football roster because one of us would 100% grab him and just go nickname him Walmart Wi-Fi.
Walmart Wi-Fi.
It works, just way slower than you want it to.
And if you have Malik Neighbors, you can say the neighbor's Wi-Fi.
There you go. There you go.
Stealing the neighbor's Wi-Fi.
Now we're cooking.
You
with
can also
gas.
have Davis for stealing crab legs.
Yes, Jaboo's Crab Shack. Still my favorite name. All right, Jaguars 27, Bengals 31 behind Jake Browning. Obviously, the big story from this one, Joe Burrow, second quarter. He's hurt. The turf attacked his toe. It's going to be 3-month at minimum recovery, and that even sounds like optimistic. Likely out for the entire year.
It seems exaggerated and optimistic all at the same time.
I mean, turf. But the problem is, it's called turf toe. It doesn't exactly sound menacing.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, it sounds exaggerated. Like, oh, he's going to be out 12 weeks with turf toe. And then you actually read about what turf toe is. Like, okay, that makes sense. But still, 12 weeks still sounds nuts.
By name, people are asking, is Joe Burrow just a pussy?
I mean,
he is
Yes.
hurting the most like pansy possible body parts as he can. His wrist, his toe,
his calf.
he might be onto something.
Is he a ninny? People are asking. Yeah, only way he comes back this year is if they are going to legitimately make the playoffs, which
And I think
probably
the-
not, but we'll see.
And I think the only way they do that is if they go out and get another solid veteran quarterback, which at that point, like, who knows if you're even rushing him back or what that even looks like. Yes, Michael.
Trade for Shadur. Shadur.
No, instead they're going to bring in Mike White and Sean Clifford and every other shitty third-string quarterback they possibly can. Is Trace McSorley up to anything? Let's get him in the building.
Good question.
They don't need 2 Penn State quarterbacks there.
Oh.
They don't even need one.
Speaking of quarterbacks that should make a return, wonder what Colin Kaepernick's up to. They should give Cap a call. I'm sure he's
Fuck
out
it.
there going like, guys, pick me up.
That's
That
a guy,
fucking
I'm still one of the top 32 quarterbacks in the world.
That fucking bag.
Wait. You know who else needs a quarterback? 49ers. He would look really weird in gold and red, I think, but I don't know. Maybe they
I
call
mean,
him.
Tom Brady's available.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, that'd be. How much of a conflict of interest would it be if he then owned a team, was an NFL broadcaster, and then played for a separate team?
I mean, as
There's
long
only
as
one way to
the
find
2
out.
teams don't play each other, I think it'd be fine.
All right.
Guess that's
Well,
also true.
We'll jump off
What's
that
Johnny
bridge when
Manziel
we
up
get
to?
there. Who?
Johnny Manziel. What's Johnny
No,
Football up to?
he's still busy trashing Cleveland and being a professional podcast guest, I believe.
Get him
Not
on
in
the
the
ball.
fan
Defend himself.
the fan football league anymore? Fan controlled football?
Did that not fold?
I don't know if it folded or not.
I don't know.
I thought it folded before it started, but
Yeah. I think we get Johnny Football on this podcast and let's expose him. Hey man, how much
I'm down.
do you love cocaine? Yeah, I bet you love it a lot, and that's why you're bad at football. Do you watch
take the
film?
gloves
I
off.
bet you don't. I bet you don't. In fact, we have a
We
Netflix
know he doesn't.
documentary of you admitting that you didn't watch a second of film, but it's also definitely totally the Browns' fault. It's their
Yep.
fault you didn't watch film. You
Yes.
fucking bag.
I don't miss him. Anyway, the Bengals. One thing we got to be concerned about. You talked about, is it David Carr's sack record or getting sacked in a season? So not talking about a single year here, but Joe Burrow has been sacked 201 times in his first 71 games.
Yeah.
And I mean, Andrew Luck was a very special circumstance. People were still surprised when he retired, but he only took 157 in that same number of games. And he retired because of injuries and because he was tired of getting hit all the goddamn time.
Yeah.
So
it's worrying.
it is. And it's amazing that we're still having the conversation of Jamar Chase versus Penny Sewell years later, but they still have somehow not been able to address that offensive line at all.
I mean,
They don't want
they're literally 18 concussions away from being the Dolphins.
Say what you want about Joe. I don't think he's had a lot of concussions, at least.
I don't think he's had. I don't think
Just a
he's
bad
had
wrist and
any
a bad toe.
documented concussions.
That's true. They're just better at hiding it.
Yeah.
The Tuas were a little hard to,
It's just. I don't
Well, yeah.
know
When
if
he
the
starts
National
telling us to
TV.
steal third base in the middle of a football game, I'm worried for him.
Mhm.
throwing up gang signs. I didn't know he was like that. Anyway, so the Bengals, all of this said, against the Jaguars team that looked pretty good week one, Bengals ended up winning this game. Jake Browning managed to lead the game-winning drive after throwing 3 picks. And say what
Just
you
wanted to make it interesting.
right, yeah, exactly. I was not particularly impressed by Browning. This definitely felt to me a lot more like a Jaguars collapse.
Yeah.
Especially with how their last drive went. Jaguars were up 3. They were well in field goal range. I want to say it was like 4th and 5 from like the 7-yard line or something. They were pretty close to the end zone. Could have chip shot field goal. And rather than making a 6-point game and forcing the Bengals to have to go down and get a touchdown, they elect to try to go for it, put the final nail in the coffin. Ball goes right off of Brian Thomas's hands and into the dirt. And then Jake Browning leads them on a 80-yard touchdown drive to win it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean,
I think you just explained why they didn't go for the touchdown, though.
yeah, I would say, like,
Or for the field goal.
yes, it's quote unquote a questionable call, but every metric is telling you to go for it. And I mean, it's Jake Browning. I know
Yeah.
it's probably not expected of him to go down and score a touchdown, but
It's
you
not.
never know with Jamar Chase
I-
and T. Higgins back there.
I don't think it's a questionable call in the slightest bit. It's
No.
It's 3 points. It's a field goal. You kick a second field goal. I mean, they're going for the touchdown.
Yeah.
I
Until
don't
they
think-
invent a 5-point play.
The only pushback I will give, and I do think Liam Cohen is getting a lot more shit than he should for that call. People are looking for any reason that game kind of fell apart for them. And Brian Thomas just needs to catch that fucking ball. There's literally no excuse for that.
If it hits your hand, you got to catch it.
Right. The only argument you can make is that you are playing a much different defense as the Jaguars if you were trying to prevent a touchdown rather than trying to just prevent 3. They started pressing, which then opened things up for Browning, who was then able to kind of start driving the ball down the field. Again, hindsight, I don't hate the call at the time. I get some of the logic as to why you might have wanted to just kick a field goal there with a backup quarterback in and a defense that had been playing relatively well.
Yeah.
But, yeah, tough look for the Jaguars. I still think they're going to be okay, especially in that division. Of course, the Colts look incredible all of a sudden, but Texans are really starting to slip. We'll talk about them a little bit later. But offensively, again, they've won last week. They still put up 27 this week with Brian Thomas forgetting how to play wide receiver for 2 weeks in a row. It feels like something's been off with him and Trevor Lawrence. But again, still hanging in games. And then on top of that, Travis Hunter not looking like a superstar on both sides of the field, but he got in a lot more on defense this week and definitely was able to hold his own.
Yeah.
I'd say he looks serviceable out there. I mean, again, he's going up against, so it's asking a lot, but he didn't lose them the game.
No, not at all. All right, less interesting game here. 49ers 26, Saints 21. The backup bowl, and I say that knowing that Spencer Rattler is not a backup, but he should be. Mac Jones looked okay, given they were playing the Saints, who may be the worst team in the NFL, or at least in the conversation for it.
He looked real good. It's the Mac Jones revenge tour.
Yes, I'm sure it will be. Christian McCaffrey certainly helps.
No.
He was healthy. He looked good. Even with, again, George Kittle out, with the injuries kind of piling up. Good week to have the Saints on the schedule. They did still only win by 5. Rattler had a chance to actually win this game at the end, but considering you got a backup quarterback in, I think you're more than happy with this result if you're the Niners. If you disagree.
Yeah, I'd say so. No, I mean, what am I going to do? Disagree? Yeah, they won a game against what is likely the worst team in the NFL. Well, maybe second worst team after watching the Browns. Well, we were good in the first.
We've at least got something to hang our hat on, though. Like, the Saints just have nothing going for
Saints
them.
have nothing, man. They have nothing. No, you got to be happy with the win, and especially with the backup. You get to see what you have in your receivers playing with the backup without your starter. So I think that goes a pretty long way. Yeah, you got to be happy with it. On to that.
So any more thoughts on this one? I mean, this was, again, probably the least interesting game on the slate, other than, again, it was kind of a game late. Chris Olave, as you guys mentioned earlier, not concussed.
Yeah.
So who really won this game? Just saying.
Chris Olave.
Yes.
His brain.
Good for you, Chris.
Brain got
But
a
what
break.
does this do for LeBron's legacy? That's the real question.
That's yeah. We got to get the tough ones out here. All right. Speaking of tough, Bears 21, Lions 52. I'd say the Lions are all right.
Yeah. Another fun fact.
Go ahead.
Uh-huh.
Oh, is that the fun fact that they're all right?
Yeah. So they averaged 8.8 yards a play for this game. That's the most in the Ben Campbell era. So
The Ben Campbell?
The Dan Campbell era. Ben Johnson. Good time for you to freeze.
Yeah.
We got what you were saying there, Patrick.
There's that Walmart connection.
There you go. Bears are, again, Lions I think are fine. It's impressive to put up 52 on any NFL team. And I think they're much better off than people thought they were after that Packers game last week. That said, man, the Bears defense especially is fucking awful. And it's only going to get worse. Jalen Johnson likely out for the year now with a groin injury, or at least that's what they're going to say because they know this team isn't going anywhere. They, as soon as the Lions figured out they could just take the top off over and over again, that's exactly what they did. Jameson Williams had a great day. Amon-Ra had a great day. Jahmyr Gibbs woke back up. It was a complete ass kicking. Caleb, I guess if you're going to take anything away from the Bears, Caleb Williams looked okay. Still nowhere near where he probably should be at this point in his development. Roma Dunze finally is kind of turning things on. He had a slow first year.
he looked pretty solid.
Yeah.
He looks so good. They got two wide receiver ones over there with DJ and Rome, and I think DJ is getting all the double coverage right now. Rome's going to start getting a lot of attention, so he's going to start to slowly kind of slip back. But you still got to respect two receivers, and you really have to respect those guys. They're good.
Their running game still looks pretty solid too. DeAndre Swift had a decent game.
Kyle Monangai, Rutgers legend. Finally getting touches. Speaking of receivers, one area of concern I've got for the Bears is they used a lot of draft capital on guys that can catch the ball in taking Colston Loveland and Luther Burden, I believe, with their first two picks.
Yep.
And I believe they've combined now for 4 total targets in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Looks especially bad when Loveland was taken before Tyler Warren.
That was
Who
a
is-
weird move. I don't get that.
I liked both of the tight ends, but for what the Bears needed, I did not really understand going Loveland over Warren.
3
And
targets, 2 catches, 12 yards.
yeah,
10th
Luther
overall.
Burden.
That's what you're doing with your 10th overall pick.
Luther Burden makes no sense to me. I don't understand that pick. Are you trying to build a Madden team? It sounds like you're trying to build a Madden team of going, we just are taking skill positions. Fuck it.
It's the
Like,
Bengals method.
Yeah.
I mean, really, they lost Keenan Allen. I mean, I'm trying to. Oh yeah, DJ Moore exists.
Yeah.
I forgot DJ Moore exists.
Yeah,
Yeah,
literally
that's how they
just-
got Caleb Williams.
Yikes. All right, yeah. So Lions good, Bears bad. All right, Broncos 28, Colts 29. Dan Dimes
Donald
is
Dimes.
legit. Donald Dimes?
Yeah.
Donald Dimes.
Again, Indiana Jones, we're not making that a thing. It's Dan Dimes. He's grown up now.
Yeah.
I like Donald Dimes, and if they play the 49ers and Brock Purdy's still not back, you have Mackie Mouse and Donald Dimes. Or Donald Duck.
Good God.
That's a good one.
That's pretty fucking terrible, actually, Pod.
No, that was a good dad joke. You're getting prepped.
Yeah, I'm getting props soon.
You
Give me
met
time.
River, a couple times, and you're already ready.
Yeah, good old River. That kid. Remember when you lost him at my engagement party? It's like,
Yeah, and I
who-
found him. He's
who
over there
has
with
him?
her. I don't know who's part of Sam's family smoking hookah.
Yeah, that was with you.
I was like,
the
we got to get that baby away from there.
Those guys are fucking so funny.
Babies do not like hookah. You heard it here first. Anyway, yeah, Dan Dimes. The Colts look pretty incredible, although the Broncos should have won this game about 8 different times.
Yes.
They just wanted to give that away at the end. Colts missed a 60-yard-ish field goal. but the Broncos got called for leverage because you're not allowed to touch the long snapper or the center. And the 15-yard penalty, they got another shot at it, ended up nailing it, winning it as time expired. Boy, the Broncos still look fine. Daniel Jones is obviously the story as he's playing like at an MVP caliber through the first 2 weeks, which nobody saw coming. Just Giants players, as soon as they leave the Giants, just suddenly like grow their butterfly wings and figure it out. It's amazing. Yes, I stole that from you, Mike. Sorry. I tried teeing you up, man. You didn't take the bait.
No, I didn't. I didn't take the bait.
Either way, Bo Nix looked better, but it does seem like he's still struggling with having a little bit more control. Like Sean Payton wants him to take the reins on this offense and kind of air the ball out more because he knows that they have the defense to back it up, and he has just not looked comfortable doing that so far.
That was never his MO in college.
No.
Like at Auburn, he was a little bit more of a gunslinger, but that got beat out of him.
But he was also not
He
good at
sucked.
Auburn. Yeah.
No, that's why I said, like, he sucked. So as soon as he got to Oregon, they're like, cut the shit. Play
We just
smart
need you
football.
to run the offense,
Yep.
get us out of here. Which, again, I know you liked him more than I do, Mike, but I never really understood the hype around Bo Nix. Because, like, yeah, just like what you're saying, Patrick, he's fine if he has to just operate the offense, but you ask him to do much more than that, and he's not capable. And it's still very much early. If anyone's going to be able to figure him out, I mean, Sean Payton's got a pretty good shot,
Yeah.
but I don't like what I've seen so far. The Broncos should be 2-0 right now with how great that defense is. But had they not played the Titans, who had a rookie quarterback starting, and like they could easily be on the other side. They could be 0-2. Their offense has not been good enough to keep them in games so far.
I mean, are we going to address Pat Surtain getting hurt? We're going to talk
No.
about that at all? Okay, because that's worth mentioning with that defense.
No,
Kinda
100%.
stumbling a little bit when he goes off the field, hobbles a little bit, and then jumps back in and starts playing again. And he's getting burned. He got burned quite a few times on. He should never get burned on. Like, he's not that guy. You don't burn him on those plays.
No.
It's also the same ankle that he got injured last year as well, which is not good. The fact they let him come back onto the field and be a shell of himself was a bad choice. And I think that also played into why the Colts got away with this game. Just it's poor decision all around for the Broncos.
No, it certainly didn't help. Again, with or without Surtain, Daniel Jones still looked good, and Surtain's also not the reason that they're out there committing multiple penalties on that last drive to even give the Colts an opportunity to go and win it. So hopefully he ends up being okay, but the defense is still good enough to win games if Surtain has to miss some time, but they're not good enough to do it if Bo Nix continues on the same path that he's on.
Yeah. It's a sophomore slump. That's all it is.
Yeah. And we're seeing it a lot so far, man. We talked about
About
Jaden,
Daniels.
Bo Nix.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can talk about
J.J.
CJ
McCarthy.
Watt too. Yeah, McCarthy's got
J.J.
a sophomore
McCarthy.
slump. That's a good point.
Also, something crazy about the Colts, they have yet to punt this year.
Yes. First time, I think, in the modern era, yeah, that a team has not punted in their first 2 games. They technically, they had one that got, like, taken back.
Yeah, it was huge news last week when it was like, oh, the Colts didn't punt. Like, they're so good with Daniel Jones. And then they went out and did it again. And against a significantly better team. It's like, what is
Yes.
going on?
Again, Daniel Jones. Can you win comeback player of the year for being a Giant? I guess Lamar, Jesus.
I say
Flacco
no
did
one-
it for being a Jet, so.
I say no one died last year, right?
Well, it didn't matter. Joe Flacco still beat the dead guy. It's impressive.
I'm just saying, like, last year, no one died, and they're playing this year.
Not that I'm aware of. I feel like that probably would have been bigger news.
To his brain.
That's true.
That was a couple years ago, though.
If he could recite his entire alphabet, his brain would win
If he
comeback
can
player of the
spell
year.
his last
You're back
name,
again.
Oh, okay. Let's.
I can't
Calm
spell his
down.
last name. What are you talking about? Am I concussed? Tua. Keg.
All right, Tua, just go throw the ball. Christ. All right, before we say anything else that gets us in trouble, Panthers 22, Cardinals 27. Cardinals were the better team for 95% of this game, but boy, did they try giving it up at the end. Kyler Murray. Go ahead, Patrick.
I would say that was just bad. Like, watching the end of this game, it was like it felt like watching a Browns game with no feelings invested in it. Like, oh, yeah, this is interesting.
Yeah, it was more interesting than it should have been.
Yes.
See, Mike's trying to. There it goes. Trying to make fun of me on our little show rundown thing. Anyway, Kyler Murray. Yeah, I threw it together quickly. Sorry, sue me.
Is Cardinal.
You write the rundown then. Anyway.
It's a proper noun.
You're a proper noun.
He
Kyler,
is.
Kyler looked decent
Right.
most of the game. He still had a bad interception there towards the end. Bryce Young, while he wasn't the biggest problem, is still not really showing anything to be inspired by. Especially against a Cardinals defense that is better this year, but still not great by any means. He just looks out of place, man. He looks tiny. He looks like he doesn't have the arm strength to really succeed at the NFL level. He's right back to where he was last year. Yes.
You
So
say,
he
Mike?
looks just like who he is.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not defending him because he has looked like hot garbage for 2 full seasons now. But to be fair, the Panthers did miss big time on their first-round wide receiver last year.
Yes.
So
Leggett
far,
has been
Xavier Leggett
terrible.
has he had negative 2 yards on 8 targets this game. On the season, he's got 4 catches, 8 yards, and 15 targets. Like,
So they're trying to get him involved.
they're not doing a good job. Either they're not doing a good job, or he is just that bad where he can't get involved.
Yeah, whatever it is, they have not figured out Xavier Leggett
Which
at
is
all.
crazy because they are clearly putting more focus on Tet McMillan, and Tet is thriving.
Yes.
Oh,
He's playing so well, and Leggett is drawing the second DB, sometimes the slot cornerback, and he's just getting bottled up right out of the gate.
Well, and I hate to throw it back to this, but it comes down to the fact that Leggett was a reach. And I liked Leggett out of South Carolina, but he was not a first-round wide receiver. They overthought that. He was a quote-unquote hometown kid because he was coming from a state away. And he has a funny accent. So he's a cool vibes locker room guy. The problem is he's bad at football.
He hunts raccoon and eats it. How could you?
Yes.
How could he not be a good receiver? Oh wait.
He slayed his interviews. Whatever Shadur Sanders did, he did the opposite.
This is what Shadur Sanders did. He held up his wrist and said, "Guys, look at my watch."
For an hour.
It's about time.
Yeah, man, but Panthers have a lot of issues. That's definitely my worst take, that I thought they might be a playoff team, but this offensive line is not ready. The receivers not named Tet McMillan are not ready. And Bryce Young, the biggest piece of this, again, does not look like an NFL quarterback right now. One other thing from this game, and it has nothing to do with anyone's performance. The Cardinals really need to stop wearing these like monocolor uniforms where like the pants and the jersey are the same color.
Yeah.
Because Kyler Murray legitimately looks like a 5-year-old in a onesie.
It's great.
Especially
That's
the
why
red
it's
ones, it looks insane.
He really is the red ones though.
It's a little jumper. He's getting ready for bed. The ball's like a little teddy bear.
Does he have the little butt flap too for when he's got to go?
I hope
potty?
so. Well, he had diarrhea last week, so that was on the
You know,
injury report. So
It zips up
Might have
in
needed
the
it.
front. It's a double zippered one.
Oh man, yeah, Patrick knows what we're talking about. He's currently going through the zip up onesie phase.
Yep.
I'm sure.
A lot of fun.
Man, just make sure you don't get the ones with the buttons. Those are absolute
We have
hell
one
in the
with
middle of the
buttons,
night.
and it is the most annoying thing in the world.
Yes, especially at 3 a.m. when you're trying to change a baby. It's awful.
This sounds terrible. I can't wait to be an absentee father.
Well, gotta
Sam will
say is,
take
in
care
my
of it. It's
limited
fine.
experience, hopefully Sam breastfeeds, because at that point there's nothing for you to do if it's 3 a.m. and he wakes up or she wakes up.
Oh darn! I can't do anything.
Yeah,
That sucks.
basically.
Oh, you had to wake up at 3 in the morning? Damn, that's terrible.
Oh,
I
why are you
forgot
so
because I went
tired? I
back to
feel great.
bed. I slept so good last night.
Gotta say, you're
You
never
slept like a
allowed to
baby.
complain about a bad night's sleep, though.
Yeah, no, they get mad about that. Weirdly enough,
Yeah. Yeah.
who would think? Anyway, so enough
No
of that
empathy.
part.
No empathy.
Fun fact: this was the shortest quarterback matchup in NFL history since 2024, when these two teams also played.
That's so stupid. On to the next
Combined of
one.
what, like 5'10" total? What is
Yeah,
Kyler
so
even
less
listed
than
at?
12 feet.
Is Kyler listed at 6 foot? Is he trying to pass
Oh,
that?
there's no way he's listed at
Not a
6 foot.
chance. Not a
Kyler.
chance.
I
Kyler
remember
Murray-
something. He showed up to the draft combine, literally just did his height and then left. Like he did something to make himself taller somehow.
I just know he's the beefiest fucking 12-year-old I've ever seen in my life.
He is listed at 5'10". Murray was
Yeah,
not
I
expected.
bet.
Let's see. What was it at the combine? Okay, no, he measured at 5'10". Oh, but it's people think he's actually like 5'8". That makes sense.
Yeah,
5'8", 207. Out of
Just
college.
sadly, we don't play either the Panthers or the Cardinals this year, because that would be the new shortest quarterback matchup in NFL history. Is one of those two
True.
and Dylan Gabriel.
Dylan Gabriel.
Can we also go down a path here on how is it 2025 and we can't accurately get people's heights?
Because colleges
Okay.
lie.
We can.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, colleges lie, but how is nobody able to fact check and be like, no, he's not? Like, Kevin Durant has been lying about his height. Like, what? He says he's 6 inches taller than he actually is. Doesn't he always say he's like 7 foot tall? And it's like, no, you're not.
I thought it was
Like-
the other way around.
Is
Yeah,
the
I
other
think he
way?
was.
Is he
I think
shorter?
he was saying he was shorter than he was, but he's a true 7-footer.
Yeah, well,
Which I don't
okay.
understand that either.
Yeah, so even still, it's like, dude, we see you next to 7-footers. How are we still basing this off like how tall is Kevin Durant? It's 2025. Somebody's got to fucking know how tall this man is. Somebody's got to compare him to another player and go, he's 6'10" because he's standing next to LeBron, and LeBron's 6'10". I'm throwing out numbers here. How do we not just know how tall Kyler is? He wore
I don't know.
4 extra pairs of socks to ride a bigger roller coaster that day. We have no idea how tall he is. We have
Stuff
no
in his
idea.
shoes.
Just
Do the
threw
same
it
thing
out
with
the
Cam,
window.
who was weirdly almost his height. All right, Super Bowl rematch: Eagles 20, Chiefs 17. 3-point game. Tell me if you guys feel any different. It never felt like it was that close.
No,
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 like
the
Super
Chiefs
Bowl
never had a
final.
chance.
No, So there's always going to be something in the back of my mind watching the Chiefs where it's like, oh, they're going to figure it out. Here comes Mahomes. Like, they're going to find a way to pull it off. But man, it just feels like those opportunities are there, but the magic isn't anymore. A lot of it, man, just Mahomes really doesn't have any help at this point. Like, Worthy was out this game. Rashee Rice was out this game. Travis Kelce is a engaged ghost of himself. And his soul is now possessed by
amazing how
Taylor
fast
Swift.
He fell off.
Yeah, I mean, he was dominant for a very, very long time at the position. But yeah, these last 2 years, or I guess season and 2 games so far, have not been good.
No,
Like, the biggest thing that's, I think, indicative of this is how much Mahomes is rushing. He's even said it in the past in press conferences that he likes to wait to really start running until he gets to the playoffs when you, like, absolutely need those yards. You need to make the plays.
Yep.
He's having to do that right off the rip this year. And it's a combination of this offensive line not being nearly as strong as they had hoped when they retooled it. And again, just the complete lack of skill position help.
Yeah.
I mean, they haven't run the ball particularly effectively either. He's the leading rusher on the team after 2 weeks.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
they haven't been able to run the ball. They're always playing from behind. And as you
Yes.
said, they don't have a receiver to catch the ball. And just reiterating that they don't have an offensive line. So what do you want them to do? Hand the ball off to Pacheco and, hey, man, go try to pick up some yards. Yeah, we're down 14 right now. you're not going to do it. You're going to pick up 1, maybe 2. What's actually going to happen is you're going to lose 3 yards. Cool. Now it's 2nd and 13. We're still down 14 points, and we have to move the ball even further now. There's nothing right now, and it'll change when Rashi comes back. I think Xavier Worthy is questionable now, so he might be back.
He's like week to week.
Yeah,
crazy after that shoulder injury, but again, those guys are built different. Once he gets Xavier Worthy and once he gets Rashi back, so long as Patrick Mahomes doesn't try to murder anybody with his helmet, they're gonna be good again. They're gonna drop 30 on somebody's head because then all of a sudden, oh shit, like we have to respect that passing game again. It's not old man Travis Kelce and Hollywood Brown, who I don't even know. Does Hollywood Brown do anything anymore? Is he like a speedster? Is that his thing? Is he fast?
He was.
Yeah, he was. He had a good what?
he had a good week 1.
Yeah, but I think that was because the script called for forcing the ball down Xavier Worthy's throat, and then when Worthy got hurt, it's like, well, Hollywood Brown, we're still running with the script. You're just getting 16 targets this time. I think that's more what it was. But you're right, he did have a good week 1. You are right. So he can do it, but I don't think he's good enough to do it week by week.
No, he is 100% a third wide receiver on any team. Like, he should not be your number 1 option.
No. And them starting, I think, is this the first time Patrick Mahomes has ever started 0-2?
Correct.
I think it actually is.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's the first time since like 2013 the Chiefs have started 0-2.
Which
yes,
is
it's before Andy Reid got there.
I think it was his first year or second year.
Was it?
Yeah. It was very early in his tenure. I know that.
Okay.
Yeah, well, that's what happened. I mean, I guess the Chargers game was a little weird, but being in, what was it, San Juan? Is that where they did the first week? Yeah.
Sao Paulo.
Sao Paulo? That's where it was? Yeah. That's
Sing
weird
Paulo.
going... That's weird going all the way down there. No team has, like, the home advantage there. And then also you go up... It's a Super Bowl rematch.
Yeah.
That's a rough... History will remember it as 0-2, but that is a rough 2 games. Let's not pretend that's a normal game. That is a rough 2 games to start with.
I am the first person to try to find any reason to raise the red flag and start to say that the Chiefs dynasty is over, they're in danger of missing the playoffs, yada yada. It's just been a bad combination of everything, man. Like the receivers being hurt. The offensive line is an issue that doesn't look like it's going to be fixed in the near future like the receivers. So still something to keep an eye on, but you played the Chargers, who have looked very good now through 2 weeks, and again, the defending Super Bowl champs in the Eagles. And I believe now they play the Giants coming up this week, so they could bounce back as soon as, this upcoming game. Now, if they lose to the Giants, then I think we got to start talking about potentially missing the playoffs, considering how good that division is, especially if Bo Nix can get his shit together.
Yeah.
But right now, really no reason, I think, to worry if you're the Chiefs. You had anyone back there not named Patrick Mahomes, maybe you start to hit the panic button a little bit. But something tells me they're going to figure it out. And until they don't, I'm just going to assume they're going to find a way into the playoffs.
Yep. Agreed.
Other side of it, though, Eagles, again, looked very good. They're not a team that's... What was that?
Outside of passing.
Well, right, but they also didn't really need to. They controlled this game on the ground. Jalen Hurts, only 101 yards passing. Again, sorry for anybody that owns A.J. Brown. What was funny, I think Chris Jones was trying to talk shit to him, too, and be like, oh, you only got 100... You got less than 100 yards. Like, yeah, man, we won the fucking game.
It doesn't matter.
Like, sorry about it. The Chiefs are... They're also doing a very bad job of making themselves likable. Not that they have been for a while now, but... Like, the shit talking at the end of the game, like, the crying over the... Yeah, oh, my God. So, yeah, first off, crying about the tush push, which I'm sick of hearing about now.
Yeah.
But, yes, the free 4 shirts. I think it was... Travis Kelce was wearing one.
I think it was Travis and... I want to say it was Hollywood Brown.
Might have, yeah. Either way, the... Free my homie that absolutely did something wrong because he's a fucking idiot. And let him back up. Like, I don't...
pile up on a highway going 120 miles an hour and then has the bright idea to run away.
That boy is fast.
Well, he hit for like a day or 2. Remember that?
Yeah.
They had like search warrants out for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is...
Free him, though.
It
He had
is
nothing
the
wrong.
second... It is the second funniest free my homie thing that I've ever seen an NFL player do. The number one funniest will always be CJ Stroud's dad.
Oh, my God.
Like, my dad should be free. Dude, your dad's in jail for actual murder. No. Yeah, I'm upset my dad's never going to see me play. Well, he shouldn't have murdered a person. Like, in cold fucking
I
blood.
say he's lucky he's seeing another day on this earth.
Yeah. That's one of the funniest, but yeah. Chiefs look like clowns.
Either way, the entire Texans team wasn't coming out wearing free CJ Stroud's dad shirts.
No.
Yeah, the Chiefs thing is cringy as all heck. I don't know what they're thinking doing that. The guy's guilty beyond belief. The
Yeah.
case is over. Like,
Yeah, I don't really understand what message you're trying to send there.
He's got 5 years probation. He's lucky he's playing at all.
yeah.
Yeah, they literally found him guilty of it. This is not an alleged thing.
No.
Anyway, so like Eagles, not a perfect team. Defense looked better this week with Jalen Carter back. Again, passing game hasn't looked great, but they haven't really needed to yet. So until they get into a game where they got to start slinging the ball and it looks bad, then I'll start to panic a little bit. But you're the world champs. You kind of get the benefit of the doubt until, proven otherwise.
As long as Jalen Hurts can still do it in the playoffs, like he's proven the last
Yes.
couple of years, where his biggest game is the Super Bowl, like that, it doesn't matter. If you can get to the playoffs, it seems like they'll be fine.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's like, oh darn, we have to pass. Oh, we don't have Oh wait, we have AJ Brown and Devontae Smith. That's
Yeah.
right.
And
What's
Dallas
up?
Goedert.
What's up, guys?
Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, and Saquon. Like, yeah, let's utilize these guys because we actually have to now. That team is fine.
Don't forget they have
Yeah.
Tank Bigsby now too,
That's true.
and their weapon. All right, on to a game that made me very happy, and I think made all of us happy as a resident We Don't Like JJ McCarthy podcast. Falcons 22. Falcons 22, Vikings 6. Before we get into JJ, my biggest takeaway: where the fuck did the Falcons get a defense from? It has been years.
AJ McCarthy.
Yes. However, the Falcons have not had a pass rush since like the Matt Ryan era or earlier. It feels like.
It was before. I mean, it wasn't before. It was pre-Super Bowl.
Yeah. It's been a minute, and regardless of how bad JJ was, and that offensive line did have a lot of injuries as well. 5 sacks and a half, 6 sacks overall. They would have had more if AJ Terrell doesn't get hurt and they have to kind of adjust their defensive assignments. Him getting hurt didn't really seem to affect anything, though. Again, only 6 points from the Vikings. Last thing I'll say on the Falcons, Penix looked okay, which is about all I expected against a tough Vikings defense. He definitely could have done better. Bijan looks like a world beater until they get close to the end zone and they just refuse to give him the ball. I don't understand that.
I
Tyler,
think that could be beat on his coaching.
yes. Tyler Algier is the Bijan killer. But 4 different rookies contributing on defense for the Falcons and looking good at this point. Billy Bowman, Xavier Watts, James Pierce, and Jalen Walker. Jalen Walker probably looks, I guess, the worst out of any of them, and he was their first pick out of the bunch. And
He was the one that they were expecting to be the best.
Correct, yeah. And then Pierce is the one they traded back up to go and grab because he was starting to fall.
Isn't looking as bad anymore. It's still
No,
not
I
great,
agree.
but it's not looking like the worst decision.
I was very critical about James Pierce because of not only his character issues, but it wasn't even that he had off the field stuff. He just wasn't practicing hard. Like, he was not coachable. Like, everything that was coming out about him was not great. And you used future assets to go and grab him. But so far, I mean, they seem to have figured something out with Pierce.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm still somewhat critical of the pick, but right now, 4 defensive rookies that are all starting and all contributing, huge for the Falcons. I'm very excited for it. I'm still mad because you can bet on pretty much anything anymore, but you can't bet on interceptions for defensive players. And I literally texted Mike before the game started, like, man, I really wish I could throw some money on Xavier Watts getting a pick.
That was really funny.
Sure enough,
Got
no
one.
other bets hit.
Nope.
Nothing else hit, but fucking Xavier Watts. Should have had a pick last week, too.
I think I'm done betting, actually. I think I hit the jackpot week 1, and I just walk away and be happy.
That's how they get you.
That's not happening again.
That's how they get you, man.
It was pretty great.
They rope you in.
Mhm.
So let's talk about the other side. So J.J. McCarthy has played 1 good quarter of football. And it happened to be the last one against the Bears, who do not look good at all. Let's start with to his benefit, that offensive line has lost several starters now, including the center, which is a big deal for a young quarterback. 'Cause the center's usually the one kind of calling out your coverages and everything for you. So to get a new guy in there is not ideal. I believe they lost their left tackle during this game as well.
Yeah,
So not the
all down.
best situation for JJ, but even when he had time, I did not see much I was particularly happy with.
So Mike, you called Caleb Williams the what did you say Caleb Williams was? The non-pressure merchant or something?
Oh, I called him a no pressure merchant. Yeah.
Yeah. JJ McCarthy is the opposite. When there was no pressure, he went 7 for 13, 67 yards, and 2 picks in this game.
When there's no pressure.
When he was not pressured.
Oh
You're
my
seeing
God.
ghosts.
Dude, the dirt must look really good for that ball.
No, the other team looks good for the ball.
that dude
too.
sucks so hard.
And when he was, even his completions, the majority of them were underthrown. Last
Yeah.
week, too, to be fully honest with you, he was throwing at the feet of his guys.
Mm-hmm.
But boy, does he look good handing that ball off.
Dude,
He'll look less good
outside
now
of-
because Aaron Jones is hurt.
Outside of the fourth quarter, he is 18 of 33 for 240 yards and 3 picks.
Pretty solid.
He looks like hot garbage. He makes me happy that we played Deshaun Watson last year.
Yikes.
Let's not get ahead of that. Let's not do that. I don't understand. I think I might have said it last week of all the McCarthyism love in Minnesota and how they're hyping him up. They're saying they really believe in him. He's got a great second year. They let Kirk Cousins walk. They let G.E. Cubis walk. They're like, yeah, J.J. McCarthy's our guy. You get Justin Jefferson coming out. Again, the organization coming out. The coaches coming out saying, no, he's really good. Like, he works on his progressions. He's a smart quarterback. And then you see him play in a game, and you're just baffled by how bad this guy is. He looks.
I thought Justin
horrific.
Jefferson threw some shade, pretty much saying like JJ sucks.
In so many words. I forget exactly what he did, but it was not particularly inspiring.
I thought it was more of looking into anything just to find what you want to believe, frankly. I'm sure I'm wrong in that. But I thought there was also probably a JJ quote out there of him saying, no, I liked JJ. Well, that sounds really dumb. Jefferson saying that he likes JJ. But everybody, it seemed like everybody in Minnesota was saying they really liked JJ McCarthy, and he's just far
I
from
mean, what
it.
else are you supposed to do, though, as the Vikings? You know, you've used the capital at this point. G.E. Cubis is gone, like you said.
At this point, but you had Kirk, you had Sam Darnold, you
Who was
had
playing
these two
well.
quarterbacks. Yeah, you had these two quarterbacks of going, okay, let's let Sam Darnold, let's keep him around, let's pay him. Like, you've had that, and you let him walk because you believed in JJ. I understand now that it's your only quarterback. Of course you hype him up. You don't drag him through the fucking dirt. You don't drag him across broken glass. Now, it's too late for that. You have to hype him up. But before, when you had Darnold, JJ's out of the conversation completely. It's going, well, we loved what we got out of Sam Darnold. We're going to keep him. Yeah, he had a bad last, 4 games? I
2
think
games. It was the last 2 games were particularly terrible.
Okay, so he had a bad last 2 games, but for 16 of the games of the year? Because they got bounced first round of the playoffs?
Yep.
He looked good. He looked very good. He looked like he figured it out. He looked cool, calm, and composed. Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves and say that. The offensive line was really letting him down, and he got sacked a lot, but he looked good to where you can keep him and not have to move on to JJ. This kid is just so bad at football, and maybe he bounces back. Josh Allen looked bad in his first year, but JJ does not look good.
Josh Allen at least looked bad and fun. There's nothing
Yeah,
fun about
and-
J.J. McCarthy's game at this
I would
point.
say Josh Allen didn't have Justin Jefferson to throw to.
That too.
That's true. I lose any hope in a quarterback when they can't get the ball in the air to a receiver. When you're throwing into the dirt, when you're throwing too low, when you're throwing too shallow, you're just a bad quarterback. You don't know where to put the ball. When you try to force things when somebody's double covered and you're like, game's on the line, I just want to get this ball to Jefferson. That's something we can work on. You can get the ball where it needs to go. JJ can't get the ball where it needs to go. It's awful.
No. You're right, and we haven't even brought up the fact that JJ did play this entire game, and now all of a sudden has an injury that's going to sideline him for multiple weeks.
Yep.
Kind of, it feels like a soft benching of sorts, without coming right out and saying that. Carson Wentz is the backup now, so I'm interested to see how the team looks. Maybe we have another Sam Darnold situation where, McConnell really is the quarterback whisperer, and this team's talented enough. Just if they have an adult at quarterback, they can go out and win some games. I wouldn't be surprised if they rattled off a couple wins. It's a talented roster.
Carson Weasley is not going to lead this team anywhere.
I'm not saying it's likely, but I would have said the same thing about Sam Darnold starting week 1 last year.
He looked clutch beyond belief that year the Eagles won the Super Bowl when he got hurt and Sam Bradford came in. Was that the same year?
No, that was not Badford.
Big Dick Nick.
Yeah.
Big Dick Nick. That was Big Dick Nick. You're right.
Yeah,
that was Big Dick Nick.
Carson Wentz was an MVP candidate when he went down, but then as soon as he came back, he was garbage.
Yes.
He was a pumpkin. How's he still in the league?
He played okay for the Colts that 1 year.
Did he? We might find out this weekend why he's still in the league, but how's he still in the league until we watch him play?
Yeah, we'll see if he should still be in the league or not.
Well, enough of the JJ hate. Monday Night Football, Bucks 20, Texans 19. Man. Oh God.
What's oh God? What's oh God? That's no way to riff with somebody. I'm laughing at the fucking Carson Weasley joke.
Okay.
And earlier today at work, I called him Prince Harry.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
My favorite tweet of all time was when the Commanders signed him, and it was someone saying
I forgot he was on the Commanders. Holy shit.
and it was like Carson Wentz in a Commanders jersey, and it's Ron Weasley in his Gryffindor Quidditch robes.
Oh, no.
Carson Wentz,
Christ.
come on the pod. Teach us Hogwarts wizardry.
Yeah. Defend yourself.
Defend yourself from the
Expelliarmus.
dark arts. Expecto Patronus.
Oh,
He
shit.
was almost a Brown.
Oh,
Anyway.
that's not funny.
Bucks 20. Bucks 20, Texans 19. Baker fucking Mayfield, dude. Again, second game in a row, game-winning drive.
Yep.
4 touchdown. I miss him.
Yeah.
I get it. We ran him out of town. He didn't succeed in 2 other teams after he left Cleveland. So it's not like he was just going to magically figure shit out here. He's in a great offense for him now, but boy, I still miss him.
Yeah. It's weird that we kicked out the first quarterback to take us to a playoff game in, 20 years or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bummer.
Hindsight's 2020, but at the time it was like, this is a huge upgrade.
Sean Watson was a top 5 quarterback at that time. Yes.
Yeah. So I understand why we did it. Obviously, if we could go back in time, absolutely not. Hit the eject button real quick on that one.
Let the Falcons do it. They were the other team that was in on him at that point.
So close.
Falcons, Panthers, and Browns.
I say we just had to come back and say we'll give you all the money guaranteed.
Yep.
Jimmy just had to be like, I'm good for it. I got you.
That did not go poorly. Anyway, so Baker looks great for another team, unfortunately. Nick Chubb also got a touchdown last night, if you want to bring up some nostalgia. Didn't really look good, per se, but he did still get a touchdown. So glad to see Chubb still got something. Mecca Ibuka, Rookie of the Year.
So far, yeah.
Good.
Again, he looks like a veteran out there so far. He's not putting up super gaudy numbers yet, which, he's got Mike Evans on the other side. But he just looks like a 5-year veteran out there, making incredible catches when he needs to and showing up in big moments. He's done it 2 weeks in a row now.
And to be fair, this is what, the last 4 Ohio State receivers coming out of college have done. Garrett Wilson looked polished as all get out when he got there.
Yeah.
Chris Olave, prior to the 6 concussions, looked great. Scary Terry,
Yes.
3rd-round pick, 1,000 yards right out of the gate. Like, it's
JSN.
incredible.
Michael Thomas, even.
Michael,
Like,
I mean, yeah.
He fell
Yeah.
off. I mean, he fell off, but we forget how incredible Michael Thomas
he
was for.
No
Oh,
one
he
saw
was
that one
great.
coming for sure, but like it is incredible whatever is in the water or whatever the coaching staff is doing at Ohio State that they're able to put out receivers who are this polished and ready to play right out of the gate.
I
And
think
here's-
it's probably.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, I think it also has to do with like the mental side of it too. Like, you go to Ohio State, you're playing for a natty every single year. You're not playing to make the playoffs. You're playing for the natty.
But there's
So you
plenty
get
of
used
teams
to
that
that
play
pressure.
for a natty, but man, like, no one else is pumping out receivers like this, other than maybe LSU.
Yeah.
Yeah, but LSU, it seems to do it outside of Brian Thomas Jr. Like, it really seems like they have a year or two where it's like, oh, we got 2 real good ones. Here they come.
What he
Like
came out with
Landry,
Neighbors.
OBJ. What's up?
BTJ and Neighbors were the same draft.
Mm-hmm. And Jamar
Okay,
Jefferson,
so they had 3.
too.
So BTJ and Neighbors. They had Jefferson, Chase.
Yeah.
They had OBJ and Landry.
Landry, yep.
Like, it seems like they only do it in pairs. If they're
That's
not 2
interesting,
coming
yeah.
out, they're not going to be good receivers.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair. But the crazy thing too, guys, if you're an Ohio State fan, Ibuka wasn't even the best receiver on that team last
Nope.
year.
No.
And he's already
He
looking
wasn't
like the best rookie
receiver on the
receiver in
team
the NFL.
any year that he was there.
Yeah, which is
He was
also
always
insane.
in the backseat.
Yeah, always the wide receiver too somehow. And it was still a first round pick last year, and
Yeah.
honestly probably should have gone higher than he did. Like I don't think I'm ready to put him above Tech because Tech's looked really, really good as well.
No, he should have easily been top 10.
Yeah, he should have been taken higher than he was. But good on the Bucks, who didn't really need a receiver per se,
Oh,
going and taking him. Yeah, that's paying big dividends so far. On the other side, man, CJ Stroud still has not gotten back to what he was his rookie year. And some of that is on him, but holy fuck, is this offensive line terrible. He has no time to do anything back there. And their entire offensive plan right now is Nico Collins, and that's it. They
It's
don't
not
have Joe
working.
Mixon. They don't have a real running game right now. A lot of their other receivers are hurt. So, yeah, some of this is on CJ, and he needs to figure his shit out, but fucking help the guy, please. Go get line help. You got rid of... I know there was other stuff, I guess, internally with Laramie Tunsil that led to him getting traded to Washington, but you
still.
are already a terrible offensive line. You cannot afford to get rid of your best offensive lineman. Pancake's back. Hello. Do you want to join the pod? Do you have any opinions you want to get off? Hot takes?
CJ Fraud.
All right. He's still the best quarterback in that class.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, it's
Not
not.
saying much.
Well, it's not hard to be the tallest person in a room full of Kyler Murrays. You know,
Bryce Young.
it's like bragging about having a day off when you're unemployed. it's not much to brag about.
Fair enough.
It's still
No,
just
he
the
is.
fact
He
that
clearly is. Real talk, he is. Go ahead, Pat.
the fact that the Texans didn't even get a first-round pick for Tunsil, like a 3rd and a 7th, a 2nd and a 4th. Like, yeah, you might help yourself out a little bit with that, but like you need some opportunity to get top-tier talent to replace him on that offensive line because they don't, as you said, there was nothing else there. He was holding that whole thing together.
Well, it felt like the rest of the league kind of was privy to whatever was going on internally there that we didn't really see on the outside. Because you're right, that draft haul doesn't necessarily make sense for Tunsil. Trading him in the first place did not make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
But it felt like the Texans were backed against a wall, even though we didn't realize that at the time.
Where'd Tunsil go? Where is he?
Washington.
Commanders.
Oh, he is there.
Yeah, he went to the Redacteds.
Yes.
That's right. The football team.
The football team. So yeah, Texans 0-2, suddenly looking like the 3rd best, maybe 4th best team in that division, depending on how you feel about the Titans. It ain't looking good right now. That defense is not doing enough to hold them together because offensively they are just broken.
Yeah.
I hate to see it. I hope CJ figures it out. Chargers 20, Raiders 9. Last game of the week. Raiders got a win week 1, but they were exposed a little bit this time around. That offensive line, again, I feel like we've said this over and over and over and over again. Not a good unit, man. And Ashton Genty has not looked good so far. He can't really break through that at all.
Geno Smith like
faced
garbage.
Yes, and he's faced a lot more pressure this week than he did against the Patriots, and he really struggled against that.
I got one more fun fact here.
All right.
Fun fact.
Geno Smith went 0 for 14 on passes 8 yards or more downfield for 3 picks. He went 24 of 29 on every other pass.
Yeah,
It was like a worse Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Chargers are a good defense, but yikes.
I didn't think they were that good.
Yeah, that's a yikes-opotamus.
They are pretty good. They did lose Khalil Mack, though. He's now on injured reserve. So that's not ideal. His elbow bent a way that an elbow should not bend. If you happen to see the highlight.
They just made him double jointed now.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
He'll come back even stronger.
Yeah.
It bent, but did it break? Does it bend and not break?
I don't believe so. But Chargers offensively look good. They're still throwing the ball. It's just frustrating because this team could have been an absolute powerhouse had Rashawn Slater not gotten hurt beginning of this year. Because the run game, they really haven't been able to put together yet. Our Marion Hampton's not been good to this point. And again, a lot of it is because, especially at the guard position, they don't have that push to kind of get up off the ball. So they've looked great in 2 weeks without that run game, man. I feel like they'd be even better if they could move the ball a little bit like that. And maybe they will. Maybe Hampton will figure it out, be able to start making plays on his own. But that's probably my biggest area of concern right now if you're LA.
And it's,
who's really
basically
good in
like...
LA?
Sorry, go ahead, Mike.
I was just going to say Joe Alt is really heckin' good at football.
Yes.
That's all.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, that's all.
And he's playing out of position right now, too, man. And he still looks incredible.
Mm-hmm. He's
I was
really
gonna say,
good.
The Chargers are like the Eagles in the fact that the majority of their game looks good, and they're just fine without the one facet of their offense that's struggling at the moment. Like, the Eagles don't have a passing game, or they don't need to use the passing game. Chargers' running game's not working. It hasn't really mattered.
You know, maybe these injuries kind of force them to get out of their own way, and Harbaugh just stopped playing Harbaugh ball and realized, oh, yeah, I've got Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
He's pretty good. He can sling it, weirdly enough. Also, I guess Quentin Johnson's just a fucking baller now. It's 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Just decided to start catching balls. I don't know.
Just, yeah. Terrible preseason and practice guy, but really good otherwise. That was another weird thing with BTJ that came out. I don't know if you guys saw. Apparently, he is horrendous in practice and always has been. Like, just concentration drops, like, not really giving a shit. But then when he got to games, he would just turn it on and be incredible. Like, all the way back to LSU.
So maybe
Exactly how he played.
catch up to him a bit then?
Maybe. He's a keen in on it. All right, a couple random things before we move into our fantasy segment. I've just got 2 random notes here. There have been 7 game-tying or winning 60-plus yard field goals as time expires in NFL history. 4 of those have been against the Giants.
4 of them?
4 out of
Sucks to
7.
suck.
It sucks to suck.
I
They
don't know
used up
how
all
you
their
managed
good
that.
juju beating the 16-0 Patriots.
That's true. Which was more than worth it. As someone that's not a Giants fan, I think that was 100% worth the sacrifice.
Yeah.
So thank you for your service. Last thing I just have is Taylor Swift Pregante. Pomegranate. This is only in here because at the Chiefs game, which I don't know if you guys are aware, she's engaged to Travis Kelce, who is a Chief.
No, she's
kind
not.
of a big deal. Yeah, I know, crazy, right? So she's been seen at these games plenty. It's no surprise that she's there. But this time, during her entrance into the stadium, there's obviously paparazzi and shit there, like, waiting to take pictures. They pull out this partition that's about 10 feet long and completely block the door of her walking in and then move it with her so nobody can see her get pictures, nothing. Why? What is
She's
the
a
point of
tool.
that? Well, okay,
She's a
maybe,
massive
but
tool.
it's not like she hasn't been going to games for over a year now. Like, all of a sudden,
Yeah.
she's decided that she doesn't want to be seen by anybody?
New
What's
album.
what's that other artist name who like always hides their face? Like
Sia?
Sia. Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
she's just it's a new era for Taylor. She's
Ah,
reinventing herself.
Did you say
there
I
it is.
can't see ya?
Yeah.
Privacy, Taylor's version.
Yeah. No, it probably has something to do with her new album, the showgirl bullshit, and
I can't imagine she's pregnant. She
Could
seems
be.
like she has too many values to be pregnant before she's married.
it would
Yes.
be pretty fucking funny actually if her and Travis Kelce were actually having a shotgun wedding.
Oh, Travis screams shotgun wedding.
Kill a Trav.
He's definitely showing up in like the light blue suit too, like the sky
Oh,
blue
for
suit
sure.
with the big
Yeah.
puffy
And he-
white thing out there.
Yep, and he turns his pants into cutoffs.
Oh yeah, trillion%.
Look,
Anyway.
if we get nothing else from this wedding, I just need Jason Kelsey's best man speech, and I'll be happy.
My God, I can't wait.
I need it shirtless, suit ripped off, 27 beers in.
In the snow in the
pristine.
Bills state, like he's not even there. He is in the Bills stadium.
He's just piped in from somewhere
Yep.
during a game.
Yeah.
All right. Well, okay. Maybe Taylor Swift isn't pregnant, but the whole thing was still weird. All right, Michael, you do your thing. Patrick, we're going to go ahead and toss it over to you for our Fantasy on Ice segment. And
So
you go ahead and talk to us about it, because I also have to pull up the wheels just in case anybody wants to throw something back.
we know Mike's hitting the wheel. So this week was a little bit slower than last week. Funnily enough, all of the players that we picked up to replace last week all did worse than the players that they replaced, so that was great. Brandon ended up winning the week with a respectable 102 points, led by led by Amon-Ra St. Brown and his 3 touchdowns. And then the consistent Christian McCaffrey, who I didn't have to change anything because he scored the same amount of points this week as last week, which was pretty nice.
Thank you for your service.
And then, obviously, who did you drop last week? What was it, Jonnu Smith?
Jonnu Smith, yes.
Yeah, Brandon dropped Jonnu Smith for R.J. Harvey, who put up a dismal 2.9. And then myself came in second, just squeaking by Mike by the smallest of margins. Led by Puka Nacua going off for a nice 23.6. And then same situation. I dropped DeAndre Swift for Amari and Hampton. Hampton only gets me 3 points. And then Mike, as our picture here says, what a loser. He got screwed over by the injury bug with Joe Burrow going down, only scoring him 3 points. And then dropping Jake Fergalicious Ferguson for Mark Andrews, who put up a truly awful 0.9 points, who should be in fantasy jail for the week. And if I were you, Mike, I'd drop him and pick up someone else.
Well, you also put it as if like I intentionally picked up Mark Andrews, like I dropped.
Oh, yeah, no.
for Mark
What do you
Andrews.
mean? This
No,
was
I
very
spun the-
intentional.
I
Do you
spun
not
the
see
wheel with
the
Mark Andrews.
selections you have in front of you here?
Yeah, drop him and pick up someone else.
Yeah, but I have to replace Joe fucking Burrow because I need a quarterback.
He might come back.
But Joe Burrow's
He's on
injured.
IR. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so
Yeah,
he's
he's on
injured.
IR,
So
or is he
Mike
just
can
out?
actually throw back twice, correct?
Yes, I say you can pick up an injury anytime it happens, if you so choose, and then you get your one fantasy pickup a week. So, Mike, you can dip in twice.
I don't know. I kind of want to
You could hit the flex wheel. Just ride it.
I mean,
We'll just
why don't
donate you
go-
a 24-pack of ice.
I was gonna say I'm going to do 2 spins. Why don't you guys do your spins first?
No. You go. You lost. So,
Yeah, you get first pick.
yeah.
Give me a quarterback.
All right. Quarterbacks it is. Quarterback.
I'm literally only doing quarterback first because I want Brandon to switch back. I'm just trying to make his life difficult.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. All right, we ready to go? Oh, rip Joe Burrow.
Show
Let's-
me Bryce Young. Da, 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 da,
Oh no!
da, 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 da.
It's not Bryce Young, but it's not too much better.
Boy, am I disappointed with my spin. Can I just keep Joe Burrow?
Nope.
Cool.
I'll take the 0 this week. If Caleb Williams gets you negative points.
I hate this guy. Okay.
All right.
I'll
Well,
spin my tight end because
you want a tight end
naturally,
as
I
well?
need
Who's your
tight
tight end? Oh, Mark Andrews.
a guy who put up not a point.
You're
Well,
going
maybe
back.
if you didn't play in this BS, half a point PPR,
He still would not have done well.
Yeah.
you would have gotten 1.4.
He dropped 3 touchdowns. Genuinely. It's
That's Lamar
crazy.
Jackson's fault.
He
A real
literally
MVP would have thrown the touchdown.
He's
And he must
doing
have been
the
playing
Travis
against a really
Kelce
good
where
team.
he fell
Yeah,
off
he
a
was playing
mountain.
against a good defense.
All right, let's try this
Guys, I
again.
definitely-
Good
I
luck.
definitely have cavity. That's it.
No fucking way.
Okay, real quick. Can we spin the wheel and make sure we can get more than the same 5 names?
I'll gladly spin it again.
Because I don't understand how we keep getting the same players. This
Well,
doesn't
to be
seem
fair, the
right.
first time we got Janu, it was from the.
It was the
The
flex
flex
wheel,
wheel.
yeah.
No, it wasn't the flex wheel. Okay.
Well, there's
I got
TJ.
I just go back to getting RJ Harvey like 8 times where it's like, all right, guys, what the fuck?
Well, you can't get RJ Harvey this time.
Hey,
He's not
look,
on
Mark
the board.
Andrews pops back up. Are you sure?
This is completely
Are you sure?
random.
I don't think the RNG is working.
Did have Evan
Evan
Ingram
Ingram's
as
already
well.
on team.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Travis Kelce.
Okay. All right. I just want
Satisfied?
to see some sort of different players. It looks
Fair.
like it's working. It just knows not to pick the good players at the position.
Yeah, I actually coded it to make sure that you get nothing but shitty players.
I'm starting to think it's coded so nobody gets good players. Do any of us have a good tight end?
I do.
Not yet.
I
Who
got
do you
Tyler
have?
Warren.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, Tyler Warren.
Yeah, number 1 overall pick, Tyler Warren,
Yeah.
in this league. All right, Patrick, are you throwing anybody back?
Yeah, I'm gonna go into the quarterback room here.
All right, who did you have currently?
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Bleeping Rodgers.
Good call. All right. Ooh, you might get Russell Wilson.
No, I might
He
get
was pretty good last week. You got T-Law.
Fuck me.
What a
Slight
loser!
upgrade?
Also, I
guess.
still hate the JD.
I mean, if he can figure it out with BTJ.
Maybe. Well, we'll see. All right. So, and you are writing these down, right, Patrick? Because I'm absolutely
I got
not. Okay.
I got notes for him.
All right. Evan Ingram, I'm sorry. You got to go back, buddy.
That's a mistake.
Back to the tight ends. It probably will be. Let's
I
see.
don't think it's Tavian Sanders. Evan Ingram.
Oh, I was,
Mason Taylor.
fuck.
It might be worse.
Well, I guess I'm going tight end again next week.
Yep.
Sick.
Basically what I'm gonna do
What's
too.
really funny is we were all pumped about our players last week, and they all shit the bed. So
That's true. So
Fingers
Mason Taylor
crossed it's
and
the
Caleb
opposite
Williams
for
are
us
going
this
to go off.
yeah,
Great. Fuck
All
yeah.
right.
Shoot
That was
myself in the head.
fun. Please don't. We need you on the pod, Mike.
well, they
be
might
selfish.
die of alcohol poisoning from all these ices.
Yeah, remember when I broke out in hives?
Yeah,
Oh, that was
I
so
forgot
cool.
about that one. That was crazy. Sam was literally telling me, like, hey, I'm sitting in this room while you do the podcast, when you take the ice. Her anxiety just flared up through the roof, man. She freaked
Like your
out.
skin.
Yeah, much like my skin, except she wasn't itchy. What is it? Is it a hypochondriac when you're like terrified of getting sick? Like
Yeah.
is that what
You
it
think
is?
everything you think. No, you're not terrified of getting sick. You think that
You
like
think-
everything is.
yeah. You think you
Yeah,
have
absolutely.
everything.
You think
Yeah.
it's like the extreme of everything. Yeah, that mixed with like the anxiety of why did he break out in hives was so much fun to talk to and be like, it's okay. It's okay. Like, it's just an ice. It's never happened before. There's no track record of it. I don't know why it happened. She's like, well, I'm sitting here watching. Like, you're
Making sure.
really cool and really thoughtful. But don't
Got
worry
an
about it.
EpiPen on the ready.
EpiPen on the ready. Yeah. That'd be
All right.
fun to discover. Oh my god. I'm allergic to Smirnoff Ices, guys. We need to find something new for me to do.
Twisted
No,
teeth. There
I
you
think
go.
we just need to start doubling up.
I want to feel that on my teeth. Double up. You can beat it. You can beat it.
Immersion therapy. You'll be fine. Don't be a
Don't
pussy.
be a punk. That works too.
All right, y'all. Let's put a bow on this whole thing. Week 3 pick'ems. Mike, I'll throw you a bone. You can take first pick after having to do that ice, and you get an easy one. It's the Dolphins at the Bills Thursday.
Go Bills.
Bills. No surprise, I will take the Bills as well. Patrick.
Bills Mafia.
I think this is a game that Tua figures it out and throws them all to the Bills, taking the Bills.
Wow,
All right.
I can't believe Patrick took the Dolphins. That's crazy.
You write
You write that down? It's a trap game for sure.
Tua figures it out, throws for 200 yards, 3 touchdowns, and they only lose by
And
47.
6 picks.
Then 6 picks.
All right, next up, I got Atlanta at Carolina. Yeah, I'll take Atlanta. They looked pretty good this week. Patrick?
Give me Birds.
Atlanta
What?
looked terrible. Atlanta looked terrible. They won, but they kicked 5 field goals and then a garbage time touchdown.
Yeah, and they
Their
only allowed 6
defense
points.
is good.
They look like trash.
I'm just.
That'd be
they
Fine,
look
take the
like
Panthers
Falcons
then,
McCarthy.
Mike. Take
I'm
the
taking
Panthers.
Falcons.
That's what I thought. You said the Falcons too, right, Patrick?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm keeping you honest.
All right, Patrick. Green Bay at Cleveland.
This is
Tough
gonna
one.
shock some people, but give me the Brownies.
Whoa.
Not really. Give me the Packers.
Oh,
He
okay.
said it. He said it. Clip
He
that.
said it.
Clip that.
No.
He took Miami and he took Cleveland.
He's even wearing a Cleveland shirt. He wants the Browns.
That's a good point.
No, it's one of those optical illusions. This is green and gold, not orange and brown.
Oh, that is definitely blue and black. All right. Mike, Packers, Browns.
Packers.
Yeah.
Go Pack, go.
Go, Pack, go. Unfortunately. All right, we're all in lockstep so far. Back to you, Mike. Texans at Jaguars.
Pass.
Like we could put a tie. We almost had a tie last week.
That's funny. I'll do the Jags.
Jags. All right.
I
Oh, yeah, this would be me. Yeah, man, I also kind of want to just punt on this. I feel like Houston's got to get one eventually, but they have not looked good. Yeah, I'll take Jacksonville.
I'm one game back, you guys. I gotta take them where I can. I'm taking Texans. I feel like
You
this
don't-
is one that could go either way. Gotta hope.
That's That's fair.
Are Texans 0-2?
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got to win one. I don't think they're going 0-3, but I'm sticking with the Jags.
Speaking of games, I'd love to just pass on Cincinnati at Minnesota. Jake Browning versus Carson Wentz.
Pass, respect.
Both
This is the
quarterbacks.
backup bowl.
This is legitimately the backup bowl.
Get
I
hype.
guess I like Minnesota's roster outside of the quarterback slightly better. But give me the Vikings, but I am going to complain about it the entire time. Patrick?
I'm gonna take the Bungles.
All right.
Man, this is terrible. They're both
Sure
awful. I think I'm gonna have to take my Vikings because both sides of the offense are good, but Vikings defense is clearly better.
Oh, for sure.
I'll take the Vikings.
All right.
The
Patrick,
Bengals.
we're back. What was it?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
I can see the Bengals winning it.
I mean, yeah, it's
Now you're definitely doing it.
going to be terrible.
100%.
All right.
He's gonna pause every time.
I can edit you out of this. I will edit you out of the entire podcast. I don't know how it'll be done, but I can do it.
It'd be
It
interesting.
won't make a lot of sense.
It'd be pretty wild. I wonder how
It'll
that
be
would
like the
work.
TV show, like the reality shows where someone says something super racist and they have to cut them from the entire season.
Yeah.
and
You'll just
make
see
the
him
whole
like in the
show
background every once in a while.
Yeah.
You guys just replaced me like an AI bot. That's all it is. What do you think, Mike? All right, Mike gave me his response. He's taking the Eagles.
Mike has signed me Eagles. All right. Patrick,
Well, anyways, the
Steelers.
Bengals.
Steelers at Patriots. God fucking.
Well,
You're cut off. I'm going to mute you. Oh, I can mute you.
That's every time.
What
You
is
pause
this?
every-
Part,
it's
not pardon your
one.
take. Fuck. What's the show that they mute people? The sports
Oh, around the
around
horn.
the horn.
Yes.
But no, I'm gonna take the. Oh, fuck.
Another game that
I don't know. I'm
fucking
gonna take
sucks.
the Steelers, I guess.
All right, Mike.
Uh,
Before you get to that, what?
give me the Steelers. I'm taking the
Oh, okay.
Steelers.
Yeah, I guess I'll take the Steelers. I'm not looking forward to this. Just better coaching. I trust Rodgers more than I do Drake May at this point. Michael, Rams at Eagles.
Give me the Eagles.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
Sorry, Rams.
Which one?
I'm taking the
Then
Eagles.
sorry, Rams.
Yeah,
Oh,
I said sorry.
I thought you meant sorry, comma, Rams.
Sorry.
The Rams are starting to look really good. They played tight in the playoffs last year. I'll think this is my first pseudo upset of the week. I'll take the Rams.
It's a good one.
Patrick,
I like the Eagles too much.
fair enough. Bird Bowl.
This is actually like a really fun week. I like this week of football.
Yeah.
Last week
You
was
say
kind
that
of-
as we just had Houston, Jacksonville, Cincy, Minnesota, and Pittsburgh, New England. Are you serious?
There's a lot of disparity.
Yeah, all of those are tough.
Yeah.
I don't know who's going to win the Vikings.
That's a good
Bengals
point.
game. That's what I mean. Like, it might be another, Falcons Minnesota game, but on paper, right now, looking at it, I have no idea who's winning that game. I have absolutely no clue.
Yeah. We got a couple more lopsided ones coming up, but other than that Cleveland Green Bay 1:00 game, a lot of these are going to be, or should at least be halfway decent.
Like, it's going to be a fun 1:00.
Looks like it. All right. So next, I believe would be me. New York Jets at Tampa Bay. I was the resident Tampa Bay hater at the beginning of this year, but they're showing me they can hang. So give me the Bucks.
Make it 2.
That's 2.
Make it 3.
That's Trice.
Give me the guy who looked like he tore his ACL, then went, wait, I can shit talk? I'm
That
kidding.
was incredible.
That was so funny. It's like, oh, there go all the ligaments in my knees. Hey, fuck you, Derek Stingley.
There was that, and then the other one where I think Will Anderson thought he brought Baker down for a loss and was doing like the whatever fucking celebration he was doing, and Baker's just like, "Hey man, I got the first down." Fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Like,
I also like the one where he scrambled. Baker has always been funny because he thinks he's so athletic when he's not. He scrambles, runs forward, tries to jump over like defensive player. Defensive player clips his foot, and you just see Baker flip. It's
Yes.
so good.
dude, I don't know if you guys watched. I think it was. Did Buck and Aikman have that game? I don't remember who the. I think it was those two, but the color commentator, I'm pretty sure was Aikman, was just completely blown away by the fact that Baker could run the ball at all. He's like, he's not a particular runner. He's not really athletic in any sense of the word, but he's making it happen. I'm like, damn, dude, like he's not a physical specimen or anything, but fuck, not athletic in the slightest.
If we're talking about quarterbacks who have concussion problems, Aikman is top of that list. So I take 90% of what he says with a grain of salt.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right, Patrick, Colts at Titans. Colts coming back down to earth.
Donald Dimes has been playing. I got to take the Colts.
Fair enough. Michael?
Give me the Colts.
Yeah, Titans burnt
Donald dollars for now.
There
Donald
you
Doll hairs.
go. He's earned it.
Donald 50 cents a piece.
Okay, now you're just getting excessive.
Yeah, this is all right. Titans burned me once. I can't tempt that again. I'll take the Colts. Mike, Raiders at Commanders.
Danny Sacagawea coin.
Sacagawea.
Sacagawea. Give me the Commanders, I suppose.
All right. Commanders with a question mark.
Ron Burgundy?
I'll also take the Commanders. The Raiders got to show me they can beat a decent team before I'm putting any stock in them.
Same. Commanders it is.
All right, so we are up to me, Denver at the Chargers. Bo Nix has not shown me enough yet. I'll take the Chargers. 2 for the Chargers. 3 for the Chargers? Or are you still a believer?
I'm a believer, but I don't know what's going on with Pat Surtain, and the Chargers look very, very good.
All right. 3 for
Like,
the
if
Chargers.
the Chargers defense wasn't as good, maybe, but the Chargers defense looks as good as their offense.
They don't have the double-jointed Khalil Mack, so
It's true.
see if they're still the same. Patrick, Saints at Seahawks in another game I have no interest in turning on.
So
You know,
I don't
Jeff,
want to pick this game because Sam Darnold is trash, but it's the Saints. So I got to take the Seahawks.
Yeah, it doesn't
with
feel
zero
good.
faith.
Mike?
Yeah, give me the Seahawks. I really want to pick the Saints.
So do I.
Like, that just
They
seems like a
haven't-
fun one, but, like, no.
But yeah, I'm good. They still put up 31 on the Steelers, and I'm a lot more confident in the Steelers than I am the Saints.
Yeah.
Michael, Cowboys at Bears.
Fuck Caleb Williams. Give me the Cowboys.
Picking against your fantasy quarterback there. Not good. Not good in the locker room. Right off
Well,
the
it's a
rip. There.
win-win. I win no matter what here.
Oh, good point. Good way
Unless
to
you
think. of
lose.
it.
That's a good
Didn't even
point.
think
Can I
about that as a
change my
possibility.
pick? Is it too late to change my pick?
I guess not.
Give me the Bears.
Oh, okay.
I'm doubling down. Caleb and the Bears?
Yeah, I'll take the Cowboys because I'm not an idiot. Patrick.
Also, Cowboys.
All right.
This is the week Ben Johnson puts it together, gang.
I'm sure it is.
You can hop on the Caleb wagon right now. I'm giving you permission to hop on the wagon. But this is the last week before it leaves town. Just
No, I appreciate the offer, but I'm good on the ground. I got Cardinals at 49ers. Still no Brock Purdy. Niners played a closer game than they should have last week. Ugh. Give me the Cardinals. Division game. It feels kind of gross, but I feel like they could do it. Patrick.
I have faith in the Niners.
All right, Niners.
Niners.
2 for the Niners. All right, Patrick. Chiefs at Giants. Any more Russell Wilson magic?
I can't imagine he's going to have more magic. I got to go with the Chiefs. This has got to be their get-right game.
Someone has to win. They're both 0-2.
It would be crazy
Well,
to watch them.
Unless they tied.
No.
Unless
Yeah,
they tied.
they could end up 0-2-1.
I'm going to take the Chiefs. I kind of want them to go 0-3, though, just because, God.
Oh, yeah.
that would
It'd be
fun.
funny.
Yeah, I'm taking the Chiefs because this is a competition, but my heart is going to be rooting for the Giants like fucking crazy.
For sure.
All right, Mike, bring us home. Lions at Ravens. Monday Night Football.
If a Raven and a Lion were to get in a fight, which one would win?
The Lion.
Is it one-on-one, like one Raven versus one Lion? Because that Lion's kicking the shit out of the Raven.
Well, the Lion can't reach the Raven.
Yeah, but if
The Raven.
if the Raven doesn't attack, it can't win. And if it
When
attacks,
the
if
Lion
you see
goes
So
to
it's going to be
sleep-
a tie.
When
say-
the Lion goes to sleep, the Raven attacks. I'm
If
going
you-
to
The
take...
Raven has to sleep eventually too.
have you seen a cat play with like a bird or a fly or a mouse?
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine a lion doing that.
You're Lion. Give me the Ravens.
I hated everything about that. Boy, am I looking forward to this one.
Actually,
Bowl.
too.
Bird Bowl.
This game's
Bird
going to be
Bowl.
like 10-6.
You guys both go Ravens?
Yes.
I gotta go Lions then.
Not a bad pick. Can't fault you there. All right, boys. Well, that about does it. We have an interesting week of football ahead of us with some very boring but competitive matchups, and then we get rewarded on Monday night with Lions-Ravens. Yay.
Outside of
Browns are
the
playing
Rams
Packers.
Eagles, there's not like a good game that I'm excited for all of Sunday.
Yeah. No, you're right. We somehow managed to get several boring I mean, Denver Chargers could be good.
I gotta say
That's gonna-
maybe, but
Yeah, Denver Chargers is going to be great.
Cincy Minnesota could have been good, but
Cincy, Minnesota might just be like a nonsense barn burner. Like, there's no rhyme
that
or
is
reason
gonna be-
for this
yeah.
to be a fun game, but it might just turn out to be one of the
it'll be
most fun games.
Steelers Jets from week 1 or Patriots Dolphins week 2.
I said at the moment, I'm not excited for it.
I think I'm actually really excited to watch Donald Dimes face Cam Ward. I think that's going to be fun. Does
You'll
Donald
see
Dimes
quarterback
people
matchup of the
make
year.
waves.
finally show up?
J-
Like,
What-
get a win.
Serious question though, if Daniel Jones keeps playing like this, do you think they would actually give him the MVP?
Yeah, because the NFL loves a good story. It's a storyline-driven league.
I get it, but like,
MVP or comeback player?
yeah, I say, do you
Or
think
Palo
they'd
Stokes.
actually give him the MVP, or would he be the comeback player of the year?
I think
I
he'd be
think-
the comeback player. Unless he just shatters a record.
I
Like,
think
unless he
if it's
insane numbers.
close to like another quarterback numbers wise, I think the fact that he's on the Colts being his second team and the fact that nobody had any expectations going in, that'll be enough to push him over. So
For MVP or comeback?
for MVP. But again, he has to be very close. I think he can afford for his stats to be slightly worse than a Lamar or a Josh Allen and still get the nod. But I mean, if there's any kind of real separation, it's going to be tough not to give it to one of those guys again. And then just be like, well, we're still giving him something. We're still giving him comeback player. But I think he's got a shot if he continues like this, at least.
I say he's not going to continue like this, but
Probably not.
There's no way. There just isn't. I love it, but there's no way.
I'm going to throw exactly $1 on Dan Dimes MVP.
Damn.
I mean, yeah.
Maybe even $1.50, depending on what's sitting in my account.
Well, no, $1.10.
Ah,
Yeah, for
dime.
Donald Dollars and Danny Dimes.
Dan Dimes.
Yeah.